stars take flight. Marc D with the C's got the key to life. Retro toys and comics we adore. TV and movies, let's explore. Sunday Night Geekery, it's the place to be. With Marc D with the C, let your nerd run free. Old school vibes and stories untold. Tune in, tune out, let the magic unfold.
Hey everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Great to have all you hanging out with me tonight. And it's back to work tomorrow for most people, unfortunately, so sorry to be that bearer of bad news. Hopefully my microphone is working okay right now, so let me know. I just rebooted the PC, so it always seems to screw up when you reboot. But let's say hi to everyone in the chat. Well, before we do that, we always want to remember our buddy Clobbering Times.
I just love Clobbering Time.
And of course, we might have some guests tonight. We'll see. Courtney's going to try to check in, and we'll see who pops in. But right now, you're just stuck with me. So unfortunately,
You're an agonizer, please.
Hopefully, I won't be too agonizing tonight, just alone hosting. But thank you for being here, and again, happy holidays. And Keely Chow is in Roll Tide. Yeah, I can talk tonight. Yep, says. Hey everybody! Good morning from Hong Kong. So it's already tomorrow there. So hope you had a good start to the week across the world. Yep, which is pretty cool. Yep, and Claude is here. Hail to Claude Saling. Happy holidays, and Brian Hepburn as well. Hey Brian, thank you for being here as always. And I think people are just saying hello to everyone. Oh, we got the Void King here. Hello, Void King. Very cool clippy avatar for your old school Office users. Remember Clippy? Now, wasn't he in Windows? What version of Windows was that had Clippy too as a helper? It was a big disaster when they tried to do that in Windows. I'm trying to remember. It wasn't 95. Was it Windows ME or Void King probably knows because he's got the avatar. Yep. Oh, 4 more days before Public Domain Day. Oh, new stuff breaks. Yep. Hey, Lenrod is here just in time. Metallica Man, which is Lenrod. Yep. Probably Windows 98 or ME. I'm trying to remember. And wasn't there an OS? Microsoft Bob. Remember, was it Microsoft Bob? Was that for kids, Microsoft Bob? Or was that... I'm goggling it right now, Microsoft Bob. And when I say goggling, that's from Cobra Kai, Johnny Lawrence. I wrote Microsoft Boob. Bob, yep, let's get this straight, yeah. Yeah, so it was produce a more user-friendly interface for Windows 9 3.1, yep. So, yeah, Microsoft Bob. Windows, yeah, Void King says Windows 98. Yeah, it wasn't, Clippy obviously, I think Clippy debuted in Word, but then that OS, let me share my screen here. I'm pretty sure that was, or maybe it was part of it, but it was, yeah, let's share this, yeah. But, yeah, Microsoft Bob, yep. It was a big, huge disaster. Yeah, here's the screenshot of Microsoft Bob, yeah, with the, when you click on Wikipedia and then you click on the screen, it makes it smaller, but it was supposed to be like the family room active. Oh, this rover was there, yep, that would help you out, yeah. So it was just a big fail. Yep. Microsoft graphic designer Vincent Conner designed the typeface Comic Sans. We noticed that Rover's speech was displayed in Times New Roman, which he felt was inappropriate for a cartoon dog. Yep. The font did not make the final release of Bob because the character does not fit into the typical grids. It debuted in 3D Movie Maker. Yep. So Comic Sans, yeah, that was Sans. That was pretty popular font. Yeah. I vaguely remember MS Bob. Yeah, let's see images of that. But I guess it was for home users. I think, right? It wasn't just for. Was it just for kids or was it? Yeah. So there's some pictures of the Microsoft Bob interface. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that was the dog there that would help you. Yep. You never know you're gonna get on Sunday Night Geekery. Yep. Hey, Brian Barth. Yep. Yeah, and Comic Sans, yeah, the font everyone hates for whatever reason. Yeah. I did look at what's going on into the public domain, says Void King. Biggest one was Quiet at the Western Front book and movie. Interesting, yeah. Hail to Ryan. Hey, and welcome to Sunday Night Geekery. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I don't know. Are you allowed to play the movie then on YouTube? I guess. Yeah. What we've run into trouble with, or not like a row, but I've heard of people like trying to play a movie that's in the public domain, but then the music is not in the public domain. And thank you for that, Jonathan. Great to have you here. And hail to Phantom Outsider. Yeah, I don't know. Like I know for Klobby we did the Superman cartoon, and then he got nailed on the audio for some of the music in the Fleischer cartoon, even though the Fleischer cartoon was in the public domain now. Same thing, famously Steamboat Willie, that first Mickey Mouse cartoon, is in in the public domain. So I guess sometimes you got to watch out for the music. But let's see, this guy liked Microsoft Bob. Let's see. Let's see. Where's the manual? Yeah, so Clippy and all those guys, those were little animated helpers that would appear on your screen, kind of like the AIs of today, but a little less advanced yet. Yep. So yeah, automobiles had the Edsel. PC hardware had the IBM PC Junior. Hey, I had my PC Junior. It was an awesome computer for many years. Come on, guy's knocking the PC Junior. Who is this? Come on, Al. And Michael Channel Bus. Yep. There's Bob. Yep. Bob was Microsoft's 1995 answer why computers were so darn hard to use. Nostalgic look back at Bob and concludes that we hardly knew him. Yeah, so it was that crazy interface there. Yep. Yeah, lots of computer memories. But I did get some cool gifts, which we'll show tonight. Hail to Dave C. Hey, Dave, great to see you. And hey, we got a sub. Hazel Rue. Thank you for subbing. Much appreciated. Yep. And Ryan loves Stranger Things. Yeah, I do love Stranger Things too. There's a little controversy over this latest season. Maybe we'll start with that. I think it's kind of overdone in my opinion. But I know, and DJ Play Nice is here. Happy holidays, DJ. Says stopping by to say hi and leave a like. Thank you. Yep. Thank you for subbing. Let's play some thank yous for everyone who's subbed tonight here.
Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Brain and brain, what is brain?
Oh, come on, that was supposed to play.
Who is it?
There we go.
I like you a lot.
Kneel before Zod!
So thank you guys for subscribing. And Phantom says, the Fleischer cartoons were in the public domain due to licensing, so they got them before the music got to PD. The movies, once they hit 95 years, and the music in them are all public domain. Yeah, so we got the Klobby got hit though. Music on YouTube is it wasn't a copyright strike; it was a claim, and I think it was when Retroblasting was on, so it was kind of PO'd. It's just trying to fight these things, and yeah, it can be very very annoying, very annoying. Yep. So let's. I did watch all of I shouldn't say all of Stranger Things, the whole second half of the season that dumped. Was it Christmas Day or was it Christmas Eve? I think it was Christmas Day, wasn't it? I think what's happening with these shows, not being an anthology show that I like, you've got basically one storyline for each season. So, I really love the characters and what they've done with the show, but I think what happens is it gets too drawn out. So let me know what you guys think in the chat. But I think sometimes they can condense these, down to like a movie size. And of course, we want to get to see the characters that we like, and there's some nice moments in each show. Thank you, DJ. Yep. And Brian says you couldn't get into Stranger Things. Well, let me share my screen back here. Actually, let's share it without the audio, because I think I shared it with the audio. So let me share it without the audio this time around. So I think that's not picking on Stranger Things. I think that's pretty much every every show these days. It's not an anthology show. If you watch Star Trek or Twilight Zone or any Rockford Files, any cop, pretty much any show. All in the Family, One Day at a Time. Name it. Before TV went linear, you could turn turn TV on. You're watching Happy Days. Yeah, the characters have a history together, but you don't have to watch that. The previous episodes. But if you tune into Stranger Things or modern TV, halfway through, you're in big trouble. I mean, you just can't follow what's happening. And you like Hazelwood says, J.K. Walking Dead is the best show. I used to like Walking Dead, and then when they killed Glenn off, spoiler alert. Of course, I have all the comics. Well, not, and I don't own the early ones, but have them in trades and read all the comics. And I just didn't. It was a tough time for me. My dad was not doing well. Was very sick, and I'm like, this is just too depressing to watch, even though I knew what was going to happen. But yeah, that's also a very well done show. Hey, Maddie's daddy's here, so if Steve is here, you know what that means. Merry Christmas, Steve. Hope you had a great time with the holidays, and hope Santa was good to Maddie. I'm sure she was a good girl this year. And that's Steve there. That's what we call him, Vegas Thor. So if you're just joining us, yeah, you just to explain that, for people like, why is he showing Thor there? So Steve is our Thor. Yep. Oh, we got another sub. Joel subbed up. Thank you. I don't know if that's the Stream Elements about catching up, but thank you for the sub. Yep. And Lenrod says, I've never seen Stranger Things, nor do I intend to watch it. I love the nostalgia, of course, growing up in the 80s. I was in high school in the 80s and playing D&D. They really, tapped into that nostalgia really well. And, of course, the kids started off as being pretty young, and they've had so much time between seasons now. They're all grown up, right? So, and a lot of times actors are older than who they're portraying. I think... like Beverly Hills 90210 was, a show about high school students. And I think one of the girls, was like 25 or something, or 28. That was who was that? It was Angela, or what was her name? It was like so much older, yep. But when you're a younger kid watching it, that didn't bother me as much. But as you get older, you say, wow, these kids look pretty old. But that's the running joke with Stranger Things, how old the kids have gotten now. But it's cute too, because they have you have the characters growing up. Yep. Yeah, that was the timing of that was really bad. We're going to talk about that, Tavar. Yeah, you could have that scene and maybe shorten it, or maybe just have it. If it had just gone, well, spoiler alert. I'm sure you guys have all known that. I'll put up the spoiler sign here. Do I have my minor spoilers here? Let's see. Minor spoilers. And if you're a Stranger Things fan, I'm sure you would have watched it. Yep. And Steve says thank you. Yep. I watched Walking Dead until Rick left. My son Brad dropped after Glenn, and Buddy dropped after Carl. Yeah, people. I think it was 10 seasons they finally went with, and then they have they had some spin-off shows. And a lot of people had trouble with Negan becoming, part of the gang, but that's what happens in the comics too. So it's, but it's a very well done show. But it was just, for me, it just got too much of a bummer. I don't know if I'm going to go back to it someday, but I've read the comics, so I don't know how much it diverged from the comics in the end. I'm sure they forged their own path. And of course, like I said, Rick got picked up by some mysterious helicopter or something on the show, or don't know what ended up happening to Rick, but yeah, weird stuff. Yep. And when they were young, they were cursing too much. Hey, Cowabunga Dude is here. What's up? Well, when you're here, we've got to play. We got to play some Turtles. Yep. So let's switch to Turtle Power here. Let's see if we lost. I'm still here. Okay, good. Whenever you switch scenes here in StreamYard, it messes you up, but that's worth it for the Turtles.
Wise man say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
There we go. All right. So, welcome to Sunday Night Geekery. Welcome back. Yep. Yeah, the killing of Carl was so unnecessary and pissed me off. I mean, it's in the comics, but Carl was so annoying in the beginning of that first season. Like, how much trouble you get into? It's like he would go wandering off. And it's like, I'm waiting for Carl like to get munched on by a zombie. Yeah, he was uber annoying in that first season. But yeah, then you really got to like him after. But I guess they're following the comic book writer. Who was the comic book writer of Walking Dead? Was trying to brain freeze here. But yeah, he was involved with the show. I don't know to what point he was there, and Kirkman. Yep. I don't know if he was worked on the series the whole time or still is, but yeah, that just pissed a lot of people off. But that kind of made it interesting too. I think in some ways you knew that someone could die. Yep. And Phantoms, if those kids went to my high school in the 80s, they wouldn't have made it. Well, it depends how big the high school is, right? Where can you hide, right? Yep. Yeah, and Brian says, at a certain point you stop caring about the people who are left, so why bother? Well, that's the most important thing, right, is caring about the characters. Because if you don't care about the characters, then you're not going to watch the show. So that happened with, when that happens with the show, that's a kiss of death for that show. So yeah, it's you want to root for the characters, and when you don't care about what happens to the characters, no investment in the show, and there's no heroes or villains, then why care? It's like Westworld. I don't know if you all watched Westworld, but that second season was just so far off the rails, and the third season, by then did I finish watching that show? But I'm like, there's no one I even care about on the show. There's no heroes or, it's like, I don't care if they all die or don't make it, So crazy, yeah. I'm still rewatching Stranger Things, or singing Running Up That High by Kate Bush. Is that weird? No, nothing's weird. Just enjoy it. Yep. Oh, the pizza delivery guy was also one of the turtles. I don't remember which. Oh, someone in the chat will know. Yep. Hey, Jimmy. Welcome to Sunday Night Geekery. Well, what's good here? What's going on here? Talking some Stranger Things, and whether that's good or not. And what's going on is just hanging out on a Sunday night. Yeah. Oh, Carl didn't die in the comics. At least where I was still didn't he die in the comic? My brain. I apologize. I thought Carl did die in the comics. I thought he did. Yeah, because he got shot up, lost his eye, like most of his. He was really a mess for a long time in the comics. I thought he got. He got bitten in the comics and he died. Or was I mixing up the TV show? Maybe I'm mixing up here in the, what happened in the TV show with what happened in the comics, because those two worlds can mix. And when they published that last comic, it was a surprise too. So it actually had, comic books have a solicitation, so they'll tell you what's, in the next few months, and they tricked everyone, and had the future solicitations. And when they came out with that last episode, I remember buying that in the comic book shop. I was like, wow, that's that was quite a surprise to hear that they were ending the comic. So, but yeah, if someone can check that for me, because I can't I can't remember, but I'm freely admit to having a garbaggio memory sometimes. Yeah. Kurtzman, same as Invincible, not the Trek Kurtzman. Yep. Already did watch Stranger Things. Yep. Hey, Jimmy. Yep. Catch you up to the chat here. Yep. Anyone there? Well, you know what the classic question here, right? Yep. So, is anyone here? Yep. Let's see. Where's the quote that I'm looking for? Oh, here. I think I have it on this one here. Yep. Let's see. you try to find your quotes quickly. You can't always. Here we go.
Bueller. Bueller. Bueller.
That's what we're looking for. Yep. Byler is getting out of hand. Hey, RobAltis. Great to see you. Hope you're doing very well. Yeah. Yeah, Brian Hepburn says, Westworld annoyed me during the first season and dropped in the second. Yeah, yeah. And Tavares said, I love the live action team movies as a kid, especially the first movie. Yeah, that was just, I was a little bit older when that came out, so it was a little bit past Turtle Prime, but didn't mean you couldn't enjoy it. And I love those costumes and what they did with them. It was pretty amazing to see how they brought those costumes and those turtles to life. That was really a fun first movie. And of course, Tom's not here tonight. Tom Connors from Midnight's Edge, but he really likes turtles. Yep. Big time. Big turtle fan. Yep. Let's catch up to the chat here. Hopefully I'm not missing anything yet. Oh, Carl lives to the end in the comment. All right. I'm misremembering then. Yep. But Dolly did have braces. Yep. Well, Carl almost gets killed in the comic, I guess. Yeah. Just like he does in the show. He gets shot and miraculously lives. And I'm mixing things up. Yep. Yeah, and Brian says, something happened with Jonathan Nolan when making Westworld. I think Lisa Joy has to do with it. Well, that was wasn't that the Me Too and COVID hit during that? And yeah, it was just a mess. Yep. And Phantom went to a small high school, but we played in conference against way bigger towns. So it's very tough to do. Yet. And Lundron says, yeah, those turtle costumes are so good. Yep. And Ryan says, yeah, my favorite characters Finn Wolfhard, Mike Wheeler. Yeah, they haven't had enough of Mike in this season, I thought, though. He used to be the glue that held everyone together, and he's kind of been a little bit sidelined, not totally, but just a little bit. Yeah. I'd like to see more of him, leading the group, because he was pretty much the de facto leader of everyone. Yep. And we had 7 to 12 in the high school and around 400 kids max. Oh, that's a small school. Yep. So let's see if we can find some stuff on Stranger Things season 5. Usually if we go to here, what we know about Stranger Things season 5, fact and fiction. So that great media outlet, CNN. Let's see here. Of course, this, spoilers here if you haven't watched it, but Max has been in a coma for the last 2 years, and she's in the hospital, and they're trying to bring her back by playing her favorite Kate Bush song. You get to know that song pretty well, playing it over and over again. Nice touch, though. It's fun. Yep. And hail to Don Power Rangers. Hey, Don. Hope you had a great holiday. And Lenrod had said we had K through 12, only 400 in the whole thing. Yeah, much smaller. Yeah. So Lucas is trying to, they're a couple, and he's trying to save Max. And I did really I think anytime Vecna is on the screen, in his alter ego, or his persona in this dream world or in the Upside Down, I think that's when the show really shines in this season. I liked her scenes with the girl. The first girl gets abducted, and she's stuck in that. I guess is it considered? I guess it's not real technically Upside Down where they're stuck, but it's really a weird like a dream world. They're stuck in Vecna's memories. So it's just kind of a crazy setup where it looks beautiful, but your mind is there, your spirit is there. So it's really a weird setup. So yeah, so Mike Wheeler's sister has been abducted by Vecna, but he's in his friendly looking persona, right? So he takes these kids and he says that, he's protecting them, but really he's using them as a vessel to like smash the two worlds together. Yep. And Ryan says, when Stranger Things came out, I immediately searched if Millie Bobby Brown was in the last. I'm not sure. Maybe just a typo with the darn phone there. Yep. Let me guess. Running up that hill, a deal with God. Yeah. Oh, the song that's in Kate Bush and Stranger Things. Yep. So it's a classic song, but it's getting getting a lot of airplay. Yep. I'm sure that's been on the charts lately. Yep. Let's see here. Yep. I think I need Derek to save the day in the last episode. Yeah. So the last episode is dropping. Is it New Year's Eve? I believe. Probably or is it New Year's Day? And hail to E. Clay. Great to have you here. Hope you had a fantastic holiday. So basically in this season, it's the final showdown with Vecna, right? So Max is stuck, in this memory world, in between place. It's not the Upside Down. I guess it's in his memories, and it's just really a creepy setup, where it's this realistic, but not realistic. You can see that how crazy everything is there, and then he grabs all these kids, and I guess he's using them to smash the worlds together, like a Crisis on Infinite Earths kind of thing. Yep. So let's see if I can find a episode summary synopsis here, but here's what we know about Stranger Things season 5. So let's check this out. Yep. So Stranger Things, one of the streaming era's most atmospheric and successful shows, is ending after 10 years. Oh, it's been 10 years, yeah. And it's kind of overwhelming, yep. The show's last episode dropped 3.5 years ago, which means remembering what happened while taking in all the teases on the new season, which is being released in 3 batches. The end of this year has been a lot. So it's 3.5 years ago they made the last season? Hey, RJ Godzilla. Great to see you. Yep. Had a great Christmas. Hope yours was excellent as well, too. Yep. So it's sub Danner Jill. Thank you, Stream Element Spot. Yep. And Phantom says, heard Stranger Things featured the song from that movie, Scam, Never Ending Story. How can a 90-minute movie be a never-ending story? Well, they did have some more modern music in it. I was trying to remember what I heard watching the last episode, but I guess they can kind of be forgiven for that. Yeah, as long as they're not playing it like, saying this is playing on the radio or something. Yep. It ends for the horse, LOL, says Brian. Yep. Our cast of good guys, getting back to the article, is united by a single goal: find and kill Vecna. Meanwhile, the government has placed the town of Hawkins under strict military quarantine. Is again looking for 11. Now they can't find 11. They just keep missing. So you've got the military who's occupied the town. There's a fence, and they can't leave. The kids are going to school, and they still can't find 11. There's all these tunnels underground that they're going through. You'd think they would be able to find her. I don't know how big Hawkins is, but it's kind of amusing that they can't catch her. And the whole point, Sarah Connor has got to catch her. She's playing a scientist, Linda Hamilton, or General, and she's trying to capture her so they can replicate Vecna's powers and use those powers. So. And create more kids like 11. So that's the basic synopsis of the plot. The new 8-episode season will feature many installments that run well over 90 minutes, and they spent a ton of money on this. A ton of money, yeah. Ryan says, yeah, they used to We used to love "Should I Stay or Should I Go Now" by the Clash, but I think Will doesn't listen to it anymore. They did have a lot of cool musical talk, talk about music. I think in the very last episode, when they're in a radio, their hangout is in a radio station, and they're DJs right now. I guess the owner of the radio station left, so they're running the they're running the radio station. The kids are running it. So it's and they're sending pretty cool. The first episode, they're sending secret messages, which I really liked in the series, which is pretty cool. So they using code, sending it, so the military is listening, but they don't know what they're saying, and they were trying to have they would go on these monster hunts at night. Runs, and they would look for monsters, and they're trying to find Vecna. I don't know what they're going to do without and if they encounter him, but I guess then the idea would be 11 would come in and try to take out Vecna. So you've got a mix of new characters and old characters, but you do have the whole cast together, the classic cast. But Maya Hawke playing Robin Buckley. That's Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke's daughter. She's got a pretty major role this season. Mrs. Wheeler has a pretty big role. The father is kind of sidelined too. Like, where's the dad? Right? Yep. So he gets attacked. We'll go through it. But and Leonard says these longer, more cinematic episodes are pretty blah. They did that with Orville, and every single episode felt way too long. Yep. Is Linda Hamilton playing the same character in this as she played in Resident Alien? I didn't see. Oh, that's a good point. Kind of like. Yeah. That just clicked with me. Yeah, kind of like the same character. Yeah. And Lenron says, yeah, brevity is the soul of wit. However that goes. Yep. And Rob has not seen Neverending Story either. Yep. And 70s Rock Fan is here. Good evening. Just popped in to say good before you head to bed. Well, thank you for your nice card and very cool 70s Rock Fan sticker, which I'm going to... Well, it's not on my desk right now. I was going to show it when I did the toy stuff, show some of the toy stuff. But thank you for taking the time to address that card. It's very nice to get stuff in the mail, and very cool graphic there with that 70s Rock Fan sticker. So if you're not subbed to my buddy Brian, make sure you do that. And his link is in the show notes below, but let's put that in anyway, right? So he's got some great shows on his awesome channel. And if you like music talk too, he's the place to go to for that. So great. We never start. Don't they mean the gender? We get. We just mix all that stuff up now these days, right? Yep. Let's see here. Yeah, hope you had a good Christmas. Yep. I did say that movie was class of '84, but my school not have allowed a criminal gang to operate that have gotten beaten up the first day of school. Yeah. Hey, Tiger Stripes is here. Great to see you. Yeah. And she says, I'm not a fan of vulgarity for its own sake, but I'm still stunned by how hard Stranger Things says "shat the bed," and that's not William Shatner. Old people, yeah. Class of '84, yeah. Well, here I know the clip to play for that one. Let's see here. I'm gonna switch my background here, but I know where to find that the clip that I want. Yeah. Where is it? Where's my War Games clip here? No, it's not in order now. Who put my clips out of order? That would have been me, I guess, right? There we go.
He wasn't very old.
Well, he was pretty old. He was 41.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's old.
And F you to Tim Broderick and his, and who was that in War Games? I'm forgetting the actor's name. Was that Ali Sheedy? Yeah, come on. 41's not that old. Come on. Of course, when I saw that, yeah. But I think one of the big problems is with Stranger Things is we're talking about just how long the damn thing is, right? And how drawn out. And RobAltis is calling for the nerds. So, yes, we're all nerds here. Cover your ears because this is a loud clip, so you might want to turn down your volume. But I can't say no to Rob here.
Get those nerds! 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 What?
Yeah, Mike's father would be like, yeah, what happened to Mike's father? So, yeah, I'm kind of jumping around here with what happens, but let me grab an episode guide here. That would help. This article here is more of a preview of which is well done, but yeah, a preview of what's gonna happen with the cast. Yep. They designed the final season in volumes, so they're basically like mega movies, with each batch leading to its own climax. New faces in the final season, but newer faces. Yeah, and Joseph Quinn, Eddie was. I really liked the last season. I thought that was very well done. And Eddie bit the farm the last season, unfortunately. Yep. Yeah. So Linda Hamilton is on board. Yep. You got Winona Ryder is back, of course. Yep. Let's see, Paul Reiser, Matthew Modine, Sean Austin. Well, he's dead. Some of these characters are dead, though. I guess maybe they're talking flashbacks. Yep. Well, there's Linda Hamilton trying to kill the Terminator. So, what's crazy too is like the kids are fighting against the government here. So, Stranger Things will dominate your holidays unless you vow to stay off social media. It has gotten a lot of buzz. That's for sure. Yep. And the episode titles. Well, let's. Yep. The right side, the finale seems to hit at a happy ending, since the right side up does serve as the opposite of the upside down. Well, they better not end the show on a downer, right? My guess is that one of the characters will buy the farm, one of the main characters. I hope not, but wouldn't surprise me if they did that. Yep. Let's see here if there's anything worth mentioning in this. Yep. Of course, there's this long, drawn-out scene with Natalie Dreyer and Charlie Heaton. They think they're going to die, so there's a lot of soul-searching and, last words to each other. But it was really, it was a touching scene, but it was just ended up being way too long, too, I thought. With the streaming, they've got plenty of time to do whatever they want, right? So you don't have someone saying, yeah, you gotta cut this down, right? Animated Stranger Things Tales from '85 will debut on Netflix, which is a prequel of sorts that takes place between season 2 and 3. That's not a bad idea. Yep, that'd be fun to go back and see some stories that we missed with the gang, right? Yep. So let's see if I can find. Let's see an article. Let's see the episodes here. Let's see if we got the episode guy here. And the ratings, I'm sure, have been pretty good for this. Yep. So let's see. Let's go through the episodes here. So let's share this here. Yep. Chapter 1: The gang evades the military to scour the Upside Down for Vecna, but fails to notice a threat lurking closer to home. So I thought it was a pretty decent first episode. 11 is training, and her quote unquote dad is not doesn't want her to go on these dangerous missions because the military's trying to catch her. So Jim Hopper, is quote unquote her dad. Let's see, do they go into detail on this? Okay, here we go. The crawl. Okay, good. So they show. Oh, they have photos and stuff too. So let's just go through these quickly. But yeah, the gang is back together. Then Mike Wheeler's sister, she's got a very prominent role in this season. And of course, this everyone's favorite scientist here. Yeah, Brett Gelman. Yeah, he's great. Yep. He's a funny character. So they're smuggling all this stuff into the town. And hail to Tim. Great to see you. Yep. Let's see. It's too bad we couldn't get Linda Hamilton, Nancy Allen, Officer Ann Lewis from RoboCop. So go ahead and weave your face off. Yeah, that'd have been good. Yep. And Phantom says, how attached can people be? There are only 5 seasons and 41 episodes over 10 years. Oh, come on, Phantom. People get attached, right? That's what we get for modern TV, right? Star Trek had, 27 episodes in the first season? So, yep. 11 just getting lost in the Upside Down, yep. Talking about what, Ryan, you think will happen in the last episode, where there was a, spoiler alert, one of her quote-unquote sisters saying that they should stay, not come back and stay in the Upside Down because they're too dangerous. Yep. Only 41 episodes of 5 seasons. Wow, 5 seasons used to be well over 100. Yep. Holly just being stuck with that lame-o Mr. What's-It. Yeah, you get a lot of that in this season. But she's a good actress. Yeah, she does a good job. Yeah, so she's gets abducted later on. A few episodes in. There's Mrs. Wheeler, and she's got a kick-ass scene. But Mr. Wheeler, unfortunately, doesn't make an appearance again yet. Well, hopefully we'll in the last episode find out what happens to him. Yep. Yeah, so the kids are running a radio station. Yep. Of course, the typical high school bullies, right? Yep. So, there's a lot that happens in that episode with Dustin pissing off the bullies, which is a little. Maybe not the smartest thing to do, yeah. And, of course, Eddie, they still think Eddie was, partly to blame for what happened last season. And, of course, you've got, let's see, the Candy Stripe. What's her name? That's the girlfriend of Maya Hawke's character. So, Robin, yep. So there's a lot of stuff that goes in the. Wouldn't want to be stuck in this hospital with Demogorgons. What's their shirt say? Beam me up. This place sucks. Yeah. Of course, Max is in a coma. Yeah. Well, there's 60 pictures that would take forever to go through. Well, let's just scroll through here. But yes, of course, you get the Demogorgons come back, and there's a big fight. You find out the military is guarding the gate to the Upside Down, and they go into the Upside Down, and there's a fight there. And they're just planning their destruction of Vecna here. There's a couple of cool shots here. Yeah, the special effects are always well done. Yep, that's a flash. Is that a flashback with? Chapter 1, the crawl. So it's a flashback to Vecna. So they've been using Mike Vecna's been using Mike as a spy. So I thought the first episode was a good setup, and of course Dustin gets the crap beaten out of him by the bullies, right? So, but then he misses. He's supposed to go on a run, and he's supposed to run this radio transmitter, and he misses it because he gets beaten up. So, gone are the days of 100 shows for syndication. Doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. Lost in Space, 3 seasons, 83 episodes. Trek, 3 seasons, 78 episodes. Stranger Things 5, 5 seasons, 50 episodes. 10 years past. Yep. Oh, do you mean Will? Yeah, maybe I misspoke. Yep. Will's the spy. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Yep. So let's go to the second episode. Yeah. Let's close this. So I thought it was it's a nice setup for the first episode, and get the gang all back together again. Let's see, how do I get back to navigate this? Yep. Let's see here. Go back. Maybe if I click the back, that would help. Yep. So season 5, episode 1. Let's see. Go back to Stranger Things. Navigation on this IMDb. They've got a lot of great information, but it's not the best. Yep. So we've gotten okay. So 8's going to be the final episode, and these are the ratings. Way down for that episode 7. So let's okay. So chapter 2, The Vanishing of Holly. So it's a really nasty attack. The Demogorgons come, they come to grab Holly, and they take her into the Upside Down. Let's check the photos. So Dad is trying to protect everyone with a golf club. Doesn't go so well. And that was a well done scene. The kids are trying to get back to the Wheeler house, and they know Vecna is sending the Demogorgons there, and they're desperately trying to get back and help out. And then Holly, that's Mrs. Wheeler, and then she's trying to protect Holly there. So that was a really scary scene. And then they're in the Upside Down, and there's this wall there. Oh, it's gross. Yep. Stargirl, 3 seasons, 39 episodes, 3 years. Well, Stargirl's our favorite, right? Phantom Outsider, yep. And Claude is here, yep. The military. God. Come on, Claude. Hey, Claude. Merry Christmas, yep. How's it going? Yeah. So after a decade, they're still in high school. What is it? The powers of Matthew Starr. Yeah. Well, it's kind of stretched out, right? It's okay. Yeah. Well, they weren't in high school when they started. Don't forget too. They were in middle school, I think. Yeah. Yep. And everyone subbed to my buddy Paulie. Happy holidays to Paulie. Yep. The one other thing is too, it's like easy for them to get to the Upside Down, which is kind of weird. Isn't it? Who has the premonition? Is it Will has a premonition of what's going to happen to everyone? So he sees all these scary things happening, and one is Holly disappearing. And 11 has some cool fight scenes here, but you still can't stop what's happening. So we have Mrs. Wheeler faces off against a Demogorgon and gets really. You think she's dead at this point, but she's really hurt very badly, and we'll talk about what happens in the later episodes. But she kind of saves the day in a later episode when she should have just been stuck in a hospital bed, I think. But this scene was really well done. So they're hiding from the Demogorgon. They're holding their breath in a bathtub and hoping for the Demogorgon to leave. And that was a really tense scene. Yeah. What was the appeal to Stranger Things? Well, I think if you like Scooby-Doo, right, it's kind of like a live-action Scooby-Doo gang, a bunch of misfits and kids who aren't popular. You've got the tie-in to D&D, so if you like Dungeons & Dragons and some of those monsters. And, it's really grounded in reality in terms of the families. But then they're stuck into this, crazy situation with a supernatural. So it's that combination there. That first season, if you watch that first season, maybe you might not like the other seasons as much, but that first season is really, really well done. And of course, it's the classic. The kids know what's going on, but the grown-ups don't believe them until they're drawn in later. It's nostalgia factor does. I'm not gonna. It definitely does help. And then Winona Ryder is very good as Joyce Byers. Will's mom, who's abducted in the first season. So there's a lot that it really draws you into the show, and the kids are really good actors, and Millie Bobby Brown is fantastic in it. Yep. Holly didn't even help her mom. Well, Ryan, that's I know you've watched this, but that's one of the big things that her characters confessing to Max, like, I didn't do anything to help, fight, and her mom is gravely injured here. Ooh, that's a bad. Take that picture of it. That's scary. But she's a young kid too, right? What are you supposed to do? So, that's part of her character development too, which I thought was well done. So I think that second episode was pretty good too. Although the Mr. Wheeler, what happened to him, right? We'll get into that when we talk about the later episodes. So So let's see here. Let's go back to season 5, episode 3. So this is the big part of this episode. They're setting up this trap here to trap a Demogorgon, and it's like some of these episodes are. This one I think was a little bit more drawn out than it needed to be. And of course, Millie Bobby Brown, she's in the upside down and then trying to find Holly. They cut through the floor with the chainsaw, and they're setting up a trap for this Demogorgon and try to trap it and use it to track Vecna. So they're setting up the plan here. So Mike's character does get to plan here too. So I thought that was a good scene. Let's see. Let's flip through this. Yeah. I think Finn Wolfhard is 34. Has 3 kids, been divorced twice. I buy him as a 50-year-old kid. Well, God bless him, Claude. If he's how old is Finn Wolfhard? Let's see. Finn. How old is he? Yeah. Let's see. He's only 23. All right, 23. So. That's okay for portraying a high school kid, right? Yep. I think the whole plot involving psychic kids, people trying to harness those powers, upside down other worlds inhabited by monsters, all sounds like the Dark Tower with the Man in Black and The Shining. It definitely pulls from a lot of classic genre entertainment. Yep. And of course, this is Vecna as Mr. What's It. Creepy dude who's luring these kids into this other world. Let's see here. And of course, this was so what they're trying to do, she's trying to drug the family so that they all pass out and they can protect them there. But things don't go as well as they had had hoped for. I think one of the kids won't eat any food, so the drugs don't take effect, so the plan gets kind of screwed up there. Yeah. So that whole that scene was pretty good. That scene was well done. Yeah. So let's see here. Yeah, so that's Mr. What's It, and that's in the upside down, and that's after Holly's been grabbed. Yep. I imagine that all the episodes were just flashbacks, says Ryan, from their childhoods, and they're already 83 to 90 years old, right? Yeah. And Claude says, Henry Winkle played a 27-year-old kid on Happy Days when he was almost 30. Yeah. Well, he jumped the shark eventually, though, right? Yep. Say maybe to drugs. Yeah. Have you watched this, Claude? Have you watched Stranger Things? I'm guessing you haven't, but you never know, right? Hopefully you're reading all those cool comics you got as presents. Yep. So that this episode with the fight with the Demogorgon was trapping the Demogorgon was pretty wild, I thought. Yeah. So they they've got the tracker on top of they put it on one of the characters BMWs, and they're taking it through, like, don't drill through the roof of my car, right? Yeah. So and actually they used the period correct Makita cordless drill at the time, which we had those drills in the early 80s. I was like, I recognize that drill. Yeah. Winona and Christian Slater, 90 minutes deleted. 2 football players and a few Heathers. Seems like she's slipping up. Right? That's pretty cool poster there. Yeah. That's the map to where Max is. So Holly has got to find her way to Max. Yep. In Vecna's memories. Yep. Wherever they're trapped. Yep. So that was a good scene with the Demogorgon. Yep, fighting. Winona Ryder. Yep, Winona Ryder was fighting the Demogorgon. Yep. So Will can kind of control these characters, so he's able to like put himself into these characters and control them. So that's how they're trying to track Vecna. Yep. All right, so let's get to the next episode. Let's see here, season chapter 4, the Sorcerer. Of course, back in those days, it was a magic user, wasn't it? Not a wasn't a sorcerer, right? In D&D terms, I think you'd call it a magic user, yep, or a mage, right? Yep, not a sorcerer. I think that was later. Yep. So let's see here what happens in this episode. Yeah, so this was, I think, big fight with the government in this episode. Let's see all the pictures like this. Yep. Yes, this is a big showdown in town, and Vecna summons all his Demogorgons. There's a massive fight there. Yep. Didn't two of the kids star in the 2 new Ghostbuster films? This was taken the L 2+ years ago. Well, we got Mike, who was in the Ghostbusters. Well, Finn Wolfhard is one of the kids. He's pretty good in the new Ghostbusters. Yep. Any other kids? Who else was in the from Stranger Things and Ghostbusters? I can't remember other than Finn, but let me know in the chat. Chat will help me out. Yep. And Claude says David Harbour is better at half speed. Oh, and 17, not 27. Sorry. D&D started with magic user, then went to mage. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, didn't they? Yeah, it was magic user and mage, right? Yeah, no sorcerer in D&D back in the day, right? Yep. Yeah, so they have this massive fight, and basically, all the government troops get wiped out, and Vecna tells Will that he's going to use him, I guess, to infiltrate the group, and Will's got this connection to Vecna. Let's see what else happens in this episode. Yeah, so there's flashbacks and in this episode, and yep. Let's see here. Oh, is our cat stuck in the basement? Let me see if our cat's stuck. I hear the cat meowing. Let me check. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry, the cat was stuck in the basement. We're house sitting for my daughter's cat, so Mochi's gonna make an appearance here. I grabbed her. Yep. Let's see. Oh, lens cover went down there. Hey, Mochi, say hi to everyone. Mochi. Oh, let's make this bigger. This will make the ratings go way up. Mochi, you're on YouTube. Oh, I don't think she wants to be on YouTube tonight. Hey, there we go. Mochi, it's okay. There we go. All right, let's let her go. Okay, but I could hear her meowing. So she did not want to be. She goes down to the basement. She loves the basement, but she didn't want to be stuck down there. So she has a lot of fun down there in the basement. Yeah. Yeah, this is how you get views, right? Yeah. Hello, Kitty. Mochi, everyone's saying hi to you. Yeah. Okay, stop watching Stranger Things after season 1. My mom finally discovered the show Friday, has been making her way through ever since. She doesn't even like this stuff, but there she is. Yeah, well, you get sucked into it too, right? Yep. Yeah, Dustin's lisp hair, Steven's glow up, Eleven's Yeah, the Agos, right? Yeah, she loved Agos. Yep, yep, yep. She was just bored and desperate to watch anything. Yeah. So, yeah. So, wait, you say Mochi did not take a full season in 2 years? Yeah. So, yeah. Well, Mochi, you want to hang out some more? Yeah, so of course you got these mean kids on the bus, right? Picking on everyone. Yep. Mochi, come on, you want us to hang out? She wants out. The cats always do their own thing, right? They want to hang out with you. So of course, then they're in the upside down or the Vecna's world, yep. And yeah, so Max and Holly finally meet up, and this is Holly's spot that she's been in for the last 2 years, and Vecna is actually too scared to go there, and you find out why she's there, and why Vecna won't. I won't spoil that, but something happens in these caves that Vecna's too scared to go to, and the kids are. It was funny. Yeah, they were pulling they went underground and they're trying to pull the kids out of this military base to save them, and of course one of the pipes bursts. It spoils their plan there. Yeah. So yeah, so Will can channel some of Vecna's powers and siphon them off and use them. So that was a big reveal in that episode. So when he's near Vecna, he can do that and fight Vecna with his own powers. And then, of course, this is Eleven's sister, who's being used by the military in their experiment where they're trying to create, another version of Vecna, or 11. Yep, yep. And what does it say about me that my favorite character is Murray? Oh, Murray is awesome, Claude. Claude, yeah, Murray is fun in this show. Yep, yep. I really like Murray. Yep. And Claude says Murray Bauman needs his own movie. Well, you better start writing those fan club letters. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so the Demogorgons take out basically all the military. I would not want to fight a Demogorgon. Yeah. All right, Mochi, you're not going to hang out with me? You're going to leave? All right, I'm going to let Mochi out. No time for sock? She wants out. We got some chopped liver. All right, see you later, Mochi. You don't want to be a YouTube star. That was your chance. And Jack Connolly, what's his I'm forgetting his character's name in this, but he's quote unquote the dimensionally challenged kid who gets picked on, right? But he's in with the gang and helping to save the day. Yep. And there's Max trying to escape. Yeah, so that episode was pretty good too. But I think you can condense all these episodes down, to like half the time probably. Let's get to this fight with Vecna. There's just a lot of exposition in between, and of course Vecna. He can't go into that. Those memories are so terrifying. He can't go into there. Yeah. And hail to Oliver. Hey, Oliver. He says, greetings to all in attendance. Well, great to have you here. And thank you again for everyone hanging out with us on Sunday night. And happy holidays. Yep. Eleven be like, bitten is my love language, or just keep the door open 3 inches for snacks. He's creepy. The actor who plays Vecna, Jamie Campbell Bower. Yeah, he's really good in this. Yep. So part of the time, I guess he's in motion capture in the costume, and he's actually a good-looking dude, right? But yeah, as Vecna, pretty damn scary. Yeah. So let's see here. So yeah, so he's Mr. What's-It. So he kind of makes these. He's kind of like an It. Someone who in the chat had mentioned It. It's kind of like he's this. He's not dressed as a clown, but he's this creepy dude who's showing up there, and luring the kids into this other world. So Henry is Henry, I guess. Yeah, Henry Creel. Yeah. Yeah, just really creepy. Yeah. There's Jake Conley. Yeah, what's his character's name on? Derek. Yeah, Derek Turnbow. Yep, Derek. Yep. Forgot his name. Yep. Watch all the episodes, you forget the kid's name. Yep. All right. So let's see what else. So that's basically that final setup with Will and Vecna there. And then let's go to the next episode. So Shock Jock, episode 5. Let's check out the photos from that one. Ryan's headed out. Take care, Ryan. Thank you. Thank you for spending part of your Sunday evening with us, and catch you hopefully the next time. And have a great week. Yep. Thank you for being here. And Lenrod says, "I wonder who's the cutie with the bob and the advert picture on the right." Not sure. Let's see in the my background poster, or let's see. I'll make this. On this poster or the other poster? Let me know which poster. Yeah. So let's check out the. So a lot of stuff happens in the. I just call it the upside down. In this episode, with Max and Holly, Vecna. So and they're going through the memories. She's walking through Vecna's memories right now, and she's seeing her mom get attacked again. So all those flashbacks were, it's a flashback in the sense that you're in the memory, but. The IMDb page. Okay, well, when I get to that, I will check for it. Yep. So the quests are really well done here. Yep. So Vecna gets his creepy hands on Max again because he's been searching for Max, but she's been hiding out, so couldn't find her. And the kids are using a dead Demogorgon to try to link, so Will can link up and get back into the upside down and track Vecna. It's creepy plots here, but it ends up working. Yep. But a lot of character exposition in this one, and way too much time spent talking in this episode. And this is Henry Vecna telling the kids that Max is the evil monster and trying to tell them the wrong things, and don't listen to Max. So I guess he needs to use all the kids as vessels. Yep. And this is the government is got all these pregnant women, and I guess they're trying to create more 11s. Basically, all these experiments going on. So the characters running through all these rooms, and there's pregnant woman after pregnant woman all together. Pretty scary scene there. Yep. So they have the showdown with Vecna, and of course Vecna says that he's going to use Will to spy on the gang and find out what's happening, what their plans are. Yep. And they think that Max thinks it's 11 who's taking control of Vecna, but it's actually Will, and tells him to run. Just get the heck out of there. All these pictures are the same picture. So, a lot of these episodes could be compressed down. So, like when the action is happening, the action's not bad. It's just you get a lot of these character interludes that are just way too much talking in hallways, as we joked about some of these CW shows, right? So episode 6, okay, so 8 is the final episode, right? The right setup. So 7 was a controversial episode. Let's see, Escape from Kamataz. That's what they're calling the zone there. Yep. Oh, let's see. Well, we get to the where's the IMDb page with? Let's see what Lenrod's looking for here. Let's see. Let's see if I go to. Oh, there's so many graphics here, but not sure who you mean, Lenron, but I guess the kids are so old now, it's okay. They're all older than 18. Let's see the photos here. So this one was basically set in the hospital. So they're trying to get Max. Lucas is trying to get Max out of the hospital. And then Max and Holly are stuck in this crazy Vecna world, and they're trying to escape. And then they find out why Vecna is, so terrified of that spot. And here we've got, these guys are stuck, and there's like this globe of energy, and they shoot at it, and it actually ends up, they think it's like the shield, and if they knock the shield down, it's gonna, save them, but actually it's kind of holding things together, so that just makes a mess of everything. So it's the exact opposite. So that's Nancy, Nancy and Steve are not Steve, Nancy and what's the other guy's name? Jonathan. Yep. They're kind of saying their last wishes to each other. Yep. So this is the guy. This is why Vecna's so scared of being in that spot in the town. Yep. Oh, geez. Tom is here. How long you been here, Tom? I totally missed that. Don't tell Mark I'm in the back. I took my headphones off when Mochi was with the cat. I didn't hear the ding, probably.
I was trying to wonder. I'm like, well, maybe he just didn't hear me. I haven't been here for that long.
Oh, okay, not that long. Yeah.
Maybe 10 minutes total.
Okay, jeez. You know what? The cat came in.
Vecna.
Yeah, Vecna.
Yeah. Vecna.
You don't know anything about Vecna, no?
Yeah.
So did you? I'm assuming you don't watch Stranger Things, right? You watch? You haven't watched it.
Seen it since like the first season now.
First season, yeah.
And I barely remember that.
Yeah, well, the first season was really good. Yeah. First season was fun. Yeah, but well, how's your holiday? Did you have fun?
Yeah,
or
mostly
eat too much food?
Not really.
Not really.
It was
yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yep. Yeah, we had a good one here. Yep, I ate way too much food and trying to get back on track. I've been sleeping in, which is not good. So I gotta get up earlier. But did get some cool presents, which is good. So we'll show those in a few minutes after we finish our Stranger Things talk here. Yep. But did you get any turtles?
I did not. I didn't get a whole lot of much for Christmas. Oh, that's not totally true. I did get Sean Estep sent me a package, and Kenny Long did, and
nice.
Rick,
yep.
my buddy Rick, who makes Blu-rays for me, did. So I did technically get stuff for Christmas. That's that part. So, but as far as family goes or anything like that, I got like a $25 gas gift card from my parents. So like I have nothing to brag about. Like yeah.
Sorry.
And I got I'm not much better. I got them. I didn't know what to get them.
Yeah.
And as a son, I already owe him enough in life, so I was like, "Fuck it."
Yeah. What do you get? Right.
I got him like both $50 worth of like lottery tickets, and didn't win a damn thing.
Damn it.
So it's like, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like I've been better off just giving them the $25 a piece or $50 a piece. And no, it was 50.
Scratch offs.
Yeah. Like I bought a couple of bigger ones and a couple of semi-smaller ones. Like they seem to have fun with the crossword and the Monopoly ones, but at the end of the day, they didn't win anything. So I was like, well, that's stupid. I'd have been better off just giving them the money. At least they could have went out to eat or something.
Right? Yeah. Well, we bought a ton of scratch offs, and we didn't win much.
Hopefully somebody won something, because, like, yeah.
Yeah, because we do that with our stocking stuffers, and then my brother-in-law bought a bunch of them. I had one that was a $10 winner, so that was fun. And like everyone was a win. Like you
Out
know, you
of the
scratch
100
them
you
off.
spent? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the fun thing is like this is a winner, it's a winner, and then you're looking like $2, $3, $1.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, where's the big one? Yeah. So yeah. So and Claude is here. Great Claude Parrish, and he says Jim Hopper is kind of a marshal, and there's Will and Holly gonna need a slee stack and a monkey boy with a speech impediment. Well, you got Vecna as the as the big bad slee stack, right? Yeah. And Claude loves this guy Murray. This is a new character you don't know about, but Murray is just a crazy character. It's fun, yeah. But yeah, so we'll just go through this quick. But this episode is basically, you know, you haven't watched it, Tom, but it just. Because they've got so much time, you know, this could have been like a 15-minute episode, really. You know, the hospital escape or escaping from a hospital, trying to get a character. It's got all the tropes of like, Jurassic Park where they're hiding from the raptors, right? So there's good stuff in it, but it just they've got all these character interludes where they can just keep talking and talking and talking and not advancing the plot because they've got to fill all this time, and there's not a lot of plot happening. Like, yeah, major stuff does happen in this episode, but it could have taken like 15 minutes, basically. Yep. So then this is the kind of semi-controversial episode where here's the scene here. And yeah, so the big surprise is, if you haven't seen already, Will does not like girls, and they gather the whole Scooby gang here. They're about to go on their final mission to take out Vecna, and they've plotted everything out, and they're like racing frantically, and Will's gonna eventually tell us, like, maybe it would have been a nice scene. He tells his mom, "Hey mom, I just want to tell you this." I don't know why you would pick that point when the world's about to end, maybe, but it kind of just stops the episode. Like you're getting, when you're loading up the car. Picture like the A-Team getting everything ready, and then all of a sudden, Murdoch, I got a confession, B.A., it's like that. Get everyone in this room. I just can't see it happen.
B.A. be like, I got to tell you men something. I like other boys. I don't like girls. I think girls are gross. I like men.
Right?
I thought that was important to know before we die.
Yeah, like.
But I pity the fool.
I mean, yeah, it's just a weird. Like, if they had done this in season 3 or season 4, like.
Looking mighty cute in them jeans.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if they'd done this, this is like right before they're going on their final mission. And just, I mean, it's a lot of virtue signaling, I think. It's like, yeah, everyone knows, the actor is gay in real life, and no one really cares, right? I mean, so. And it's not a surprise. I mean, it's not. They've kind of inferred it through the seasons, and
I don't care.
Yeah.
No, being gay is not a plot point.
Not anymore. Now, in the 80s, to be fair, it would have been a much
unless
bigger
you're
deal.
talking like an after-school special where that's what it's all about. Like, you had gay characters, but they didn't really call attention to them. Not in the way they do now. Like,
yeah,
even ones that were kind of stereotypical, it still was kind of like a wink, wink, nod, nod, nudge, nudge kind of thing. Up until you got a few films in the 90s, but yeah.
Obviously, I guess the first openly gay character was Soap, or I guess they never said that on Soap.
Right,
They never said Billy Crystal was gay.
Flat
Right?
out say it, right?
He is considered the first openly gay character on.
Well, okay,
TV,
I
but they never
watched
said it, though,
Airplane
right?
2 the other night, and I was reminded, oh yeah, that one character is gay as hell, and you can tell. They don't say it.
They never say anything, right? Yeah.
But he clearly is. Like, everything he says is gay as fuck. Like, I get that's the joke, but at the same time, like, now he comes off pretty fucking normal for a gay guy. Honestly, you know the guy I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. No,
1 and 2?
Yeah. They never explicitly say that he's gay.
Yeah, the guy with Lord Bridges, his
Lord,
partner.
yeah. It's hysterical. Yeah, it's just fun. Yeah, I've been rewatching Three's Company. I'm up to season 4 now.
That was part of the gimmick of that, right? Like,
yeah.
That, yeah, I mean, people.
So they say
that.
Jack Tripper is is gay so he can live with two women. Of course, the whole joke, today you'd be like, what? You can't room with, two women? Like people would be that's the whole premise of the series would not work today.
Places that have stipulations like that, but yeah, it was more common back then. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if you went to a religious school, probably would say, like in your contract, you couldn't, cohabitate or,
just they had that in a lot of apartment buildings just to kind of, to prevent hanky-panky.
Yeah. But, if you, so the whole premise of Three's Company is Jack Tripper is pretending to be gay so he can live with Chrissy and Janet and Mr. Furley, Mr. Roper, that's the running joke. So all these gags of Mr. Roper making fun of Jack being gay and a chef, trying to prove he's not, the double entendre. And I'm surprised how much they mentioned being gay on the show, and I'm watching it again,
Well, I wonder if is that the reason maybe why they switched over to Hooper or whatever? Because like once you got Don Knotts in there, his character could give a shit about Jack being gay, or for my memory, it could be wrong.
Yeah,
his whole thing is he just wants to get laid. He just wants to be a swinger, right? Like that's what I recall. I could be wrong, but it's
I haven't gotten to Mr. Furley. Well, they made the classic blunder.
Furley, that's what I meant. Yeah, Mr. Furley, not Hooper. The Hooper.
Yeah,
where I got that from.
I knew what you meant though. Yeah, well, was Hooperman another John Ritter show, or Hooper from Stranger Things, but
maybe you're right. I was listening to you talk before. Maybe that's where.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know where I pulled that one from, but I knew what I meant.
Yeah, I'm on the season now where they've announced they're selling the building, and what they did in Three's Company, the Ropers were so popular they thought they could have their own show.
I was getting mixed up with the Ropers, yeah.
Yeah. So that they always wanted to spin off,
right? And then they brought on Don Knotts, yeah.
Then Don Knotts came on to watch the building, but the show didn't really. I don't think it did. Maybe it lasted 2 seasons or didn't. They were fun on the show, but it was all
didn't Jack
together.
Have his own show after as well?
Jack's I think it was Jack's Place when he had the restaurant. I think did they do a spinoff too of? I think there was a spinoff. Jack's Place. Let's see, Three's Company spinoffs. The Ropers featuring Stanley and Helen Roper, 2 seasons. Three's a Crowd starring John Ritter's character Jack Tripper with a new girlfriend. A 3rd spinoff, 3 Apartments never happened, I guess. Yep. Some of the Ropers but never materialized. Yep. So Three's a Crowd. Yeah, that was when Jack had his own restaurant, and how long did that last? Was that one season? It looks like 22 22 episodes, 1 season, half of the Stranger Things episodes. Yep. So but they always wanted to spin off and keep things going as long as they could. But two's a crowd. Three's a crowd. Yeah. Mr. Furley was way cooler than the Ropers. Yeah. So Mr. Furley with his filet mignon and escargots. Yep. When he's trying to helping Jack open the restaurant. But that show, my God, talk about toxic masculinity by Jack Tripper in that show. He's grabbing Janet and Chrissy all the time and kissing them, and some of that stuff would not fly today. And let me tell you, Janet is. I think she gives Chrissy a run for the money in being Joyce DeWitt. She's very, very cute too. They played up a, Chrissy is the quote unquote dumb blonde. Christmas Snow is her real name, and but she's cute. But got some of the episodes and some of the setups they had. Based on a Brit comedy. All great American TV is based on British comedies. Like All in the Family. Yep. So getting back to Stranger Things, it was just, you've probably seen some of the chatter on this episode, Tom, but basically, they're set off, they're going off, and then they've got this 5-minute monologue that allegedly took like 2 hours to film. So is it as bad as people are saying? No, it's not. It's just ridiculous that it's put into the episode, and I guess you could just fast forward through it, but and back then people weren't as tolerant too. I don't know. It depends on how people. And Hail to Darcipio says Mr. Furley was annoying as fuck. Yep. And RJ, Janet was a real looker in my opinion. Yeah, Janet was very cute. Yep. DeWitt is the only one of the main cast left. Yeah.
You mean the gay didn't save the day?
Did not save the day. No. But yeah, it's just would you in the 80s would you come out to like 20 people at once? I mean,
no.
I mean, people weren't as tolerant back then. I mean, yeah, it's a personal decision, obviously,
No, but if the world was about to end, the last thing I would do is disappoint my friends and family by saying something like that. I know it sounds bad, but back then that's exactly what would happen.
And you wouldn't call everyone to the room. Like, let's stop all our plans here. I got a big announcement to make. And it's just totally inappropriate timing. That's the... And to do that to all those, like this huge room of people all at once, I mean, it's such a personal thing. So, I just... I didn't get it. It just... I mean, and today's audiences really don't care. So, like, if you had done this in the 80s, that would have been a big, a big deal.
But they wouldn't have done it at that point in the show, though, either. They would have picked a different point.
Yeah, that made no sense. And her character is very annoying. Linnea, 6's, or I said 6, 11's sister. Just an annoying freaking character. And then this was the other crazy thing. So they're getting, like a Demogorgon's about to munch on him. And Mom, who's like basically mostly dead, almost all dead, is in the hospital bed. And they tell her, she can't talk. She can barely stay awake. They're trying to ask, if they know what happened to Holly. And the Demogorgon, that scene was really freaking scary. The Demogorgon takes Holly to the underworld or the upside down. So that, like, the action scenes are good, but then the kids are hiding in the washing where all the washing machines are in the basement, and she takes she's able to carry an oxygen tank down, put them in the dryer, set the dryer to go off. The Demogorgon doesn't notice it, and then the oxygen tank blows up and kills 3 Demogorgons right there. And then she starts talking in the episode. It's like they're explaining in the early episode, like her vocal cords are like shredded, like she's got to rest her voice, or can't talk. If she tries to talk, maybe she won't be able to talk again. And she like becomes this badass character. And like, what happened? And Nancy, the sister, turns into Rambo in this one. She's always been a good shot in the show, but she takes out all the military. It kind of pulls you out of it. I mean, it's a cool scene. But she's got the AR-15 and she's whacking
it's like Lady
people
Rambo.
Yeah, like Lady Rambo. And she's a cutie patootie, Natalie Dreyer. But it just kind of, and they're getting shot at, and 6. I keep saying 6. 11. Can bend block bullets, but they're in this box truck and they're getting shot at. Classic. It's not just this show, but every show. Like, the characters can't get hit. It's like you've got like 20 troops lined up with machine guns and in a van that's not very bulletproof, and no one gets hurt, right? So this is the big reveal, and everyone goes to hug Mike, and we still like Mike, and it's no one gets pissed
cares?
off. Yeah, but no one gets pissed off either. You think one friend might get pissed off. Yep.
So that's why you tried sucking my dick in 3rd grade.
So Morlags is here. Says, does everyone have superpowers now, or just half of them? Well, Finn
so
has.
This is a CW show now.
Well, just Mike, Will, I keep messing their names up, but Will Byers. Yep, he's got powers, but only when Vecna is near. He can siphon off Vecna's powers. Yep. I don't think the sister has any powers. Yep, of 11. Yep. Yep. Let's check the chat here, make sure I'm not missing anything. Yep. So, maybe like, or if they had one of the characters, maybe it would have been realistic if that one of the characters was disgusted or said something. Everyone just accepts it, like this big kumbaya moment, which is fine. But maybe if it would have been a little bit more realistic if one of the characters got pissed off at him, or why are you telling us this now? We got to go kill Vecna. The world could end, right? The 2 worlds could collide, and that could be the end of everything. So 11, of course, is using her powers to get to the upside down. And this is one of the school teachers. There's fun character moments here. And he's like the science teacher and helping to build the tracking device so they can find everyone in the upside down. But I think they could have made this could have been a 2.5-hour movie, and would have been fine. To cut this, what is it, 8 hours or 10 hours of TV? Could have been cut down. Let's see how much. What do we have? 8 episodes. Yep. So you got like 10 hours. It's just way too much characters, sitting around doing nothing, and then you've got these fun scenes thrown in there, and just takes way too long. That's just what happens with modern TV now too. That's the problem. But and the ratings, I guess, were not that good for this chapter 7, the bridge. And the other thing they did too, they explained, you like it when it's all this magic stuff, but it they changed this so like the upside down is actually created by a scientist, and there's a bridge, and it's actually a wormhole between two worlds, and the evil world has all the demogorgons and the mind flayers, and they don't explain
it's like
it.
Peacemaker.
Yeah, so there's like another world, but they didn't leave it as just like this mysterious, magical, dimension. They kind of try to explain it with science, and by explaining it with science, I think they kind of screw it up, because you don't want to know all these answers, right? Sometimes explaining these things, takes away some of the mystique. So, and hail to David Jones here. Welcome to Sunday Night Geekery. So, it was just way too drawn out. It's not bad per se, and a lot of people, people are going crazy over that scene, but it's really like it's a 5-minute scene that Will is.
It sounds like it was ripped off from It, though.
Very close to It, yeah, very close to It.
Because I'm saying this because I don't think it's this way in the book. Because if I remember in the book, all the kids sleep with Beverly, but in the It miniseries, they have Eddie Spaghetti, the little nerdy kid.
Yeah.
When he grows up, he says, and this is basically his way of saying I'm gay without saying I'm gay. He goes, I've never been with anybody because I never loved anybody but you guys. Okay. And you can tell throughout the entire thing that it's basically because he lives with his mother still. And I think in the book he is pretty much gay, but he's just in denial.
Just won't say it, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, again, that it's different. Again, it's been 30, 40 years since I read the book. But I just remember that being an aspect of It where it kind of stops the story almost, but it's done differently to where it's saying it without saying it, but also saying I love you guys. At least it makes more sense, right? In that aspect. But everything you keep explaining me is I've seen this already. It was called It.
It's called It. Yeah, that's very similar to It, and I've only watched it once because it scared the shit out of me, and I haven't watched the new one. Although I hear Welcome to Derry is it Derry or Barry is very well done, but the creepy clown aliens really scared the fuck out of me. So I've been able to go back and watch it. Have you watched the Welcome to Derry, or is it Derry?
I watched
or Barry?
part of it, and
it's more of the same.
I'm not a fan of the new version of It, so that's just my personal thing.
You like the
I like the Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. I almost said Tim Robbins. He had Tim Curry with the God. He's phenomenal, and he didn't have all the CGI and makeup. Scary.
Exactly, and that's what I love. What he says in that. There's this documentary about the making of it, and they ask him about the new one. He goes, "I did all of that without CGI."
Yeah, he's phenomenal. That's part of the reason it's so damn scary. And John Ritter's in that as an adult. Yeah, he's as the adult, one of the kids.
The whole cast of adults was basically TV stars. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but really, that original TV miniseries was just phenomenal. Yep. And David Jones is going to AMC to see the final episode. Yeah, I hear it's sold out. Yep. And E. Clay is saying that's not how wormholes work. Well, that's how they. Come on, E. Clay. Stranger Things said this is how wormholes work, so you've got to believe everything you see streaming on Netflix. So, but yeah, they try to, they have all the scientific mumbo jumbo, and it kind of pulls you out of it in a way too. I just like the magic. Look, just leave it as magic. You know,
Hey,
when it was
Clay,
that
is
first
just me,
season.
or I've not seen you around in a while. Maybe it's just me.
Clay was he here last week? I can't remember, but
I mean, I just haven't seen him on our streams. I mean, but yeah.
yeah. So you can tell they didn't have a plan and just made it up as they went along. Very much like Game of Thrones at the end. Well, it's tough to stick the landing, right? You know,
That's
it's
what
like
I keep hearing the comparison though, which is not good, right? Because Game of Thrones is notoriously up there as one of the worst endings in history. So yeah.
I mean, it's not there yet. We'll have to see what happens with the last episode. But it's Game of Thrones basically just shat the bed just because
Game of Thrones kind of slowly fall apart in the last 4 or 5 episodes or whatever it was from my memory too.
Yeah, because you had this big build up for the Night King or the Winter King. What was the Frozen dude? You know, Mr. Frost Miser.
I know what you're talking about. The Frost.
Yeah,
King
the Winter King, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had this big, huge build up with Jon Snow, and you wanted to see it. You know, like a lightsaber duel between those two guys, and his sister comes in and like swings in out of nowhere with the dagger and stabs the Winter King or the Frost King in the back. Like, you don't know how she got there. Like, it made zero sense, and like all of a sudden he's dead, and you never got the build up. And then Jon Snow just leaves and gets exiled to the north. You know, it's like your favorite characters get screwed over, and the Mother of Dragons goes, is evil. Turns evil, and it's just a clusterfuck way to end the series. Just really terrible. So now, they undid everything. Yep. So we'll see what Stranger Things is like. Doctor Who famously, totally redid the. So Doctor Who is the Doctor is not a Time Lord. They've stolen power of regeneration from this poor kid that came from another universe, and they experimented on her. It's like they changed the whole basis of the show. Yep. Oh, and E. Clay says, "Good to see you, Tom. Been busy lately, so probably just lurking in the chat."
Cuckoo.
In your chin. In the
just
chat.
Make sure I didn't upset you and drive you off.
Yeah, we don't want to ever drive anyone off. Yep. I like them trying to explain the science needs the Pee-wee's Big Adventure treatment. What's its significance? I don't know. This is fantastic.
It's funny. I just watched that earlier today.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Yeah.
That's a great movie. It is a really fun movie. I haven't seen that in years, but good stuff.
Criterion just put out the 4K.
They did? Yeah, okay. Good stuff.
Looked pretty good.
Stuff. Look good? Yep. It didn't screw it up. Because sometimes I do these 4K up conversions and they fuck everything up, right?
No, actually, I got to admit, this one looked pretty good despite hearing rumors that, Criterion has been using AI as of late. It looked pretty good to me, so...
Oh, good. That's good to hear. Yep. Very good. Yeah.
Plenty of natural grain and all that business. So. Don't want to get too into that here, but go ahead and finish up.
We'll finish up Stranger Things. Now, Godzilla says, there's a slow decline starting at season 4, then season 8. A shit ton of laxatives and shat the bed someday. Well, I guess you're talking Game of Thrones, right? Yeah. Yeah, because once they ran out of story, because George Martin has never finished the freaking book. So, once they ran out of stories, that were plotted out. Was a disaster. Yeah. Let's read this review here. 7 out of 10. So this episode is not as bad as people mentioned here. People are taking it as the series ended here, and they have all the unanswered questions. But you should understand this is not the final episode, and one more episode, almost 2 hours, will be dropping. So basically a movie. So saying that we have all the unanswered questions doesn't make sense. Yes, the dialogues were not perfect. But the main blame I put on the makers. Don't think it was meant to be released like this. Volume 1 was fine, but Volume 2, in this point, is giving people a feeling of incompleteness. They should have released Volume 2 completely at once. Well, I think they're trying to, gin up support, and it's interesting, that, Netflix. We've talked about this, with buying Warner. It's going to the movie theater going to end, right? So, they're putting this in theaters, so. The Demon Hunters, or what was that movie that made like $20 million that weekend? Was the sing along? What was it? What was that, Tom? Tom, you were singing that
K-pop Demon Hunters.
K-pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, right. That made $20 million or something that one weekend. So it's really weird, yes. But Netflix is trying to gin up as much support, and God knows how much. Didn't they spend like $500 million on this last season or something obnoxious? I mean, I think it was they were spending like $50 to $60 million each episode, right? So times that by 8, it was a $250 million on this season. I mean, that's a shit ton of money to put into this. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's just it's been a big thing for Netflix. Like what I mean, Game of Thrones, not Game of Thrones, House of Cards, another British show remade, right? That was probably the first big Netflix hit, I think. And then you had the Stevie Ray, who was a musician for Bruce, who was the mobster that went to Norway. What the heck was that series called? That was another popular early Netflix show. What the heck was the name of it? Someone in the chat.
I can't think of it, but yeah.
Yeah, but like House of Cards. You know, at first people were saying Netflix is going to go away, right? You know, the Disney Plus is going to wipe them out, and you know HBO Max, and but didn't happen, right? I mean, yeah. Well, Lilyhammer, yep, with Stephen Van Zandt, yep. So that was the first show in 2012, and House of Cards, probably the first major one with, of course, with Kevin Spacey, who and Robin Wright, and of course they had to write Kevin Spacey off the show for obvious reasons. But yeah, I mean, you got to hand it to Netflix, right? I wish I had bought their stock years ago, but yeah, they've kind of defied the odds here in terms of making it as its own network compared to Disney Plus, and I guess probably HBO Max would probably have been considered the most popular streaming service, or up there with Netflix. I'm thinking too in terms of shows, and The Sopranos and House of Dragons, and must see 6 Feet Under. Must see TV, even though that was NBC, right? Wasn't it? NBC must see TV. Yeah, Little Steven. Yep.
I mean, I guess honestly, it depends on how you look at the list,
right? I
mean, YouTube is number one. Then you got, as far as most watched, or most people watching it once, or however you look at it. Then Netflix. Then it depends. There's the debate on if it's Disney Plus, or actually no, Amazon Prime is next. Then it's a debate on whether or not it's Disney Plus or HBO Max.
Okay.
Because they're so close in the running. And then some people will argue, well, that doesn't matter because you're counting Hulu in now with Disney Plus, so it's
what's happening with that? Is Hulu going to disappear then?
No, at least not right away. It's still technically there, but it's part of Disney Plus basically. And then after that, you got like the rest of them, which are barely registering between Peacock and Paramount Plus is probably doing the last best of the good, and then you got like Peacock and the rest that are just like the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, Paramount Plus. That's the Tyler Sheridan shows, like.
Yeah, that's basically like the middle road.
Yeah.
They got a few million, maybe dozen million less subscribers than like HBO Max and Disney Plus, maybe a little more, but like they're making some ground, I guess. It's again, it all depends on where you look and whose numbers you go by and what you want to believe, I guess, because a lot of people will try to argue that HBO Max is the number 2 streamer, but I'm like, is it? I mean, it's pretty
prestige wise, I would have said that, but
yeah,
lately, what's been a big HBO hit? I mean, the
it's not
Last
just
of
that,
Us.
It's just what people are like. HBO Max is expensive.
Yeah, to subscribe to, yeah.
Compared to Disney Plus and a few of the other ones. So, I mean, I'm not going to say I don't disbelieve the numbers that are there for Disney Plus, regardless of the Hulu factor, just because Disney Plus is that much cheaper. But it's going up. They're all going up, and they're all going to go up some more. And I predicted the next step when they can't get you to, because they're going to, the thing is most people do now is they'll watch some for a bit, and then they'll switch off and then go to another thing, right? Like, so they'll start with Netflix,
Yeah.
And then they'll switch to, they'll always have like Amazon Prime or Netflix. Then they'll switch on and off between Disney Plus and HBO Max and all the other ones every other month or whatever.
You cycle what you watch, or you can binge watch, your show,
Basically,
right?
yeah. But I think they're going to stop that. I think they're going to try and get people signed into contracts just like cable.
Oh, where you couldn't do a la carte, like you can't just cancel on a whim anymore? Or how would they stop you from doing? Oh, like you got to sign up for the year.
Sign in for a year, and then like if you try to get out of it, you're going to get penalized.
Well, there's going to be probably a class action lawsuit or Congress.
What are they going to do? It's just like what cable used to do to us.
Yeah, and cable. Yeah, you had the year.
There was no other pay the $200 to get out of it for the year or whatever.
Well, there's no other game in town either, right? With cable, right? You had no choice, right? You just had one. Typically, you had one provider. Like at my area it was Cablevision or Optimum, and New York area. And that was it. So you either pay us or you watch over the antenna, right? That was it. Yeah.
And I think that's what this is going to come to, because there's going to be no other way to get rid of this churn. And I mean, I was just reading an article here about how they're talking about this is the first year ever that streaming has turned a profit, but there's a lot of caveats to that, right?
Yeah.
Because they're still even questioning on whether or not, or exactly how they profit. Right?
Yeah.
Like I've been saying it for years that basically these streaming services are nothing but underwear gnomes. For those who are not familiar with the analogy there, it's a South Park episode where these gnomes were going around stealing the kids' underwear, and their whole strategy was we steal the underwear, profit. But they didn't have in the middle exactly what they had to do to profit. Right? Like it's just there's just this magic profit at the end of the rainbow that they're talking about. And that's exactly what streaming was. Right? Because they saw Netflix making all this money without thinking about, well, Netflix was built on the rental industry, right? Like off of discs. And then from there, they were one of the few, like, people got to understand, and this is where I know it's in such recent history, but I think there's even some people who forget this, that what Netflix did was basically like if Burger King stood up tomorrow and said, guess what? We're no longer going to serve burgers. In fact, the Whopper is done. We are done with the Whopper, and from here on out, we're only going to be doing, filet mignon burgers. And everybody would freak out for about 2-3 weeks, but then before you know it, everybody would think that that's what Burger King always did, right? Because people forget that Netflix wasn't always just Netflix online. That was just another part of their business until they decided to kill the video side, which everybody was like, you guys are fucking insane. And their stock plummeted, and they did what
they said they're over. They're done.
Yeah, but they just flat out said, no, we're done. And they made this cutthroat decision, and little did we know we'd be sitting here, X amount of years later now, close to 10 years later, going, they are the biggest kid on the block now. When it comes to anything in Hollywood, regardless, even if they are technically not a studio, as they keep pointing out to people, they're still numero uno, and everybody bows to them, and everything that they do matters. They are the new Disney. They are the new Warner Brothers, where I don't want them to buy Warner Brothers and Disney because there's no more competition. And we're at one of the worst places ever for Hollywood. Like, I don't think you're old enough to obviously remember this because you're not that old, but like, there was the time at the end of the 60s leading into the 70s where Hollywood was in such bad shape, they were just going to sell all the IP and stuff off to television, right? They're going to sell all the back catalog off to television. They were just going to shut the studios down, sell whatever, assets they had as far as like stages and everything like that if television wanted them. Otherwise, they'd be sold off for whatever. Like Paramount, Warner Brothers, all of them were going to shutter their doors and be done if it wasn't for a few movies happening that changed everything. Right? Because television had come in and just taken over the industry so hard that nobody was going to see the movies anymore, and they were just staying at home and watching television. It wasn't.
That's why they came out with widescreen was in response to
but
TV.
We're already a couple years into that. What it took was it took Easy Rider, it took Rosemary's Baby, it took Godfather, it took The Exorcist, it took Love Story, it took a handful of movies that were so different, and The Exorcist was a big one of that. They were so different than anything we had seen before.
You couldn't show them on TV, too.
Exactly. I mean, you had to go see them in theaters, right? And this was a big deal. Like, I've been listening to William Friedkin's book, the guy who directed, The French Connection and The Exorcist. And stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he talked about how back in the 1970, whatever, 1 or 2 or whatever year it was that the Exorcist came out, till like 1975 or 6 when he finally made Sorcerer, because he had not made a movie in 5 years. You want to know why? because The Exorcist played in theaters for so long, he didn't have to do shit.
Yeah, movies should stay in the movie theater.
It played
like
for
Star
6
Wars was there
years
for
in the theater. Like
Star
people
Wars
forget
was
that was the
there.
biggest movie of that time. Yeah,
yeah. Star Wars was in for over a year. And
basically,
and
Star Wars is what came in and knocked it out. Like basically,
Yeah.
is what happened. Yeah,
But
and
Chato,
Godfather 2 came along and some other stuff. But yeah,
Paul Chato was talking about that too the other day in one of his shorts about how many more movies there are now these days too. There's like way too many movies. So
yes, we're
That's
being
a
bombarded because of streaming, straight to streaming. What took over straight to video type stuff, the stuff that's still made for cable. But I mean, even when we were talking about that era that I was just talking about, like when Gulf and Western came in and bought Paramount, and Seagram's came in, and all these other companies that came in and bought up all the studios. There was 8 studios then. 8.
Yep.
We're down to what, 4 now, technically, if that.
Well, yeah.
How
Well,
you want to count it?
Well, yeah. Well, of course, if Warner Discovery gets sold, right, that'll merge with Netflix.
Right. So I guess we're
if that
technically
goes
5
through.
or 6 now, but yeah, still.
Yeah, but Disney scooped up Fox, right? So
Yep.
Fox got eaten by Disney, and you've got Paramount is left, and you've got MB. Who else? Universal,
That's Universal.
right? Universal, right? Yeah. So who else is there? Right?
Warner Brothers and
Warner
Lionsgate and Sony. So there's 6 studios
Sony,
left.
yeah.
Yeah.
And who Miramax? That was that was
Well,
always
it's
a
technically
substitute,
under Paramount now, but it's
Paramount,
started under
right?
Disney, I believe. But yeah,
right? But it's a small.
it's
small
just a
studio.
name. It's just an IP.
Name,
It's
right.
just their shit that they own. I don't think they're gonna. They don't.
Yeah.
Other than Scream movies, they don't really do anything. So like, yeah.
Yeah, it was just
And that's Dimension side of it, but still, it's the same company.
yeah.
But even those were like mini majors, right? Like even New Line Cinema, that was a mini major on its way to a major, got soaked up by Warner Brothers. So it's
Yeah,
like,
they just get bought. They get bought out. Yeah. So if you look at this list here, the top U.S. streaming services worldwide. Yeah.
So that's pretty
Netflix.
close. See?
Yeah. So Netflix, and we thought Netflix was, for a while there. You thought Netflix was going to go under. That was the crazy thing about that. When the stock tanked, and because I used to get
for
the
half a
DVDs.
minute, yeah.
I used to get the DVDs from Netflix, and it was only just a few years ago that they stopped the DVDs. I remember at the end they were just saying, "We'll just send you DVDs. You can keep them." You know, I think at the end, right, as a sub. And what always happened too, I'd always forget to send the damn DVD back. Like, oh shit, I had DVDs this month, or you'd keep it for too long, because you're paying the monthly
just charge
fee.
you for them, yeah.
Well, you get charged your monthly fee, and I'm like, oh, I didn't really watch that many movies this month, and it's on.
I thought
you
after
know.
a certain amount of time they just charged you for it. I thought.
Well, yeah, if you kept it, but I'm saying, like I've had that movie for a couple of months, and you just spent $30. I'm like, I could have bought the one movie that I kept for $30, or whatever.
You were the ideal customer for them.
Yeah, if you forgot, I think, or was it $7 a month? Well, I think it started pretty cheap, wasn't it? Like $7 a month or something, or
Yeah, when it first started, or $9.
right?
But yeah, that was what they wanted. Believe it or not, they didn't want you to send it back.
Yep,
They wanted you to keep the goddamn same movie for the longest time, because then that was less mail back and forth. Yeah.
and you paid for it. Yep.
And the ones they didn't like were like me, where I'd sit there and get a bunch, copy them, and this.
and send it back.
Yeah, and I'd have in a month I'd have 20 movies. Yeah.
Was there a plan where you could have more than one a month? I think they probably did.
Oh God,
right?
yeah. I was at the highest plan for a while there, that where you could get 3 out at a time. I think it was.
Okay, yeah, yep, makes sense. Yep. Bridget Bardot passed away. Thank you for
Yeah, I saw
mentioning
that.
it, David.
But yeah, it wasn't even like a limit. You could just, as long as you had 3 out, as long as you send them back, they would keep sending them to you.
So you'd cycle.
I know
them.
at first, I think you're right. Or there was lower level tiers where you could only get 1 a month or whatever. But
Yeah. So here's the great Bridget Bardot. Wow. She was gorgeous. God, she would have stopped a lot of people in their tracks. Yep. So consummate French sex symbol, and she became an animal rights activist, and had some controversial statements later years. But wow, all time gorgeous. Yep, beauty and. I think she was age 15. I was listening to her bio. Age 15, she was the most popular model in France. Of course, times have changed since then, but yeah, just she took the world by storm. What was her most famous movie? Probably, let's see.
I was gonna say I don't really remember her much for movies. I remember her more for her just being.
Yeah, but no, she was in a. What was that first movie she was that was a breakthrough? In terms of sexual freedom and being a woman who
I'm
could do
trying
what
to remember offhand.
Yeah,
God created woman. They're saying in the chat.
Yeah, God created. Thank you. Yep. Let me catch up to the chat here. Yep. Let's see. Where was that? Let's see here. Let's see. Studio albums or filmography. Here we go. Crazy for Love. Marina, the girl in the bikini. Long teeth. Yep. So, was she in any really famous movies? Let's see that we would have known. Helen of Troy. Well, she stopped acting at age 40. It Happened One Night, French movie, yep. Let's see. Quite a few movies here, yep. But Don Juan was her last movie, yep.
Don Juan, if Don Juan were a woman. Yep. What a title.
So, yep. Brigitte just needed to open it.
Wouldn't that be Don Juanita?
Yeah. Don Juanita, yep. It's probably more well known.
Juan.
Don Juan, yep. Love Pillow, yep. Better watch out as I click on these French movies, yep. Oh, that's Will Mummy, yep. Dear Brigitte, yep. But yeah, she was that gorgeous lady, and God, she was famous for her looks, right? Yep. And only rights animals have is to be eaten by me, says RJ Godzilla. Yep. Yeah, she got in trouble for some of her statements. Yeah, lack of free speech was amazing in some other countries, right? Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, 6 times for her comments about Islam. She was fine. Yep. RobAltis, rest in peace. Yep. David Archuleta. You know what was David Archuleta famous for, Tom? I know. I'm just checking your pop culture skills here.
Sounds familiar. Star Search. Let me think. Was he a comedian or a singer or?
Nope.
Because I watched
Star Search
He's
a singer
all the time growing up. I was going to say, and the name sounds somewhat familiar, but
yeah.
I'm assuming he would have changed his name. Or...
Yep. No. That's he was famous for he sang. Was this Hallelujah? Version Hallelujah.
For some reason, I was thinking something like that, and I think I have that version or something like that.
Yeah, it was really good.
One that Leonard Cohen did, right? But it's the other one.
redone. Yeah. So
see, I think his version might be the one that's in like Shrek or something like that. One of those.
Yeah. So, but his version was just really great. But then he went down as the season went. Then that was his high point on American Idol, and then he kind of went downhill from it. Very good, talented singer, but wow, 35. Yep. Oh, yeah, and Brian says, and God created women. Yeah, that was, yep. So, I could see, that's why God created women, right? Yep. So, Oliver says, birthday celebrities December 28th. Denzel Washington, Timothy Chalamet, Barbara Crampton.
Timothy had a good weekend, it sounded like.
He did, yeah? What happened with Timothy? Yep.
His movie was number 2 at the box office.
Wow.
Yeah, one of A24's best openings ever. $27 million up against Avatar.
Yeah, let's check out the.
On his way to being a movie star. Is it Charlie's birthday today, or is it his brother Richard's? Because I had his brother Richard pop up today, but I didn't see Charlie's.
Okay.
not that there's much difference between the two. Charlie is the director. Richard just did all the music. Yeah. Because actually I have an interview with Richard Band that's never been released.
Oh, wow. Can't release it, or
I can. We just haven't got around. Our interviews have never really gotten a lot of attention or views.
Okay.
So they take a lot of work.
A lot of editing,
together.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So they kind of keep getting pushed to the back burner.
Yeah.
So we'll see if any. There's like a handful of them that just have not seen the light of day yet. Yeah.
They're just sitting in the back waiting for the right time to.
I interviewed the writer of Roger Rabbit. The author of the book. Got the director of Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I'm still sitting on. Like, yeah, Andre'd probably be really embarrassed for me saying this. She'd be like, "Don't tell everybody this. It's very embarrassing."
There's a lot of work, this YouTube gig, right? It's fun,
especially when you
work.
don't get paid anymore like me. Yeah.
So what happened? Any
I'm
news
still
on
working on that. Not yet. Yeah, it's slow process. Still trying to get everything in order before I do the official appeal.
So you haven't submitted the appeal yet, right? Yeah.
No, but I'm glad I haven't yet because I talked to like some people who've dealt with it already, and I kind of have a pretty good idea of what I got to do. Now I just got to get all those ducks in a row and get it in before the deadline. So
you're better off, do it right.
Yeah.
Before you just don't rush it.
Yeah, I've got enough pointers now, I think, and enough idea of what I'm supposed to do, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll, hopefully within the next 2 or 3 days I'll have that done. But again, it's still going to be a waiting process, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, hopefully you won't get the 5-minute response, by some bot.
Yeah, it depends.
That's a scary
thing I've heard
too,
it's
right?
both. It goes both ways, right? Like I've heard, that it can go through pretty quickly, or it could just be a bunch of appeals shit you're dealing with. So we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
If it looks like it's going to be a headache, I'll probably just start a whole new channel.
Yeah,
and just say fuck it at that point,
Yeah.
because there's no sense in trying to play their goddamn game.
You can't win it, right? Yeah.
No, and at that point, by the time I play the waiting game, I might as well just put my efforts towards something that's going somewhere than something that's just going to be nowhere. Because, I'll probably still do a stream Tuesday and Thursday of this week. I mean, I took off last week because of the holidays and everything. I didn't want to make anybody feel like they were obligated. But I'll probably still do a couple more streams just to kind of get over to the other channel. Maybe I'll simulcast for a little bit. Then I don't want to get worried about reused content because that's what this
then
is
you
all
get
about.
screwed, right? Yeah.
So but we'll see here because they set it up to where you can stream to all this shit. So I'll be like, now what, guys? Because you guys don't know what you're doing, I think, half the time. But anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks that happened. God, just
Star
ridiculous. Trek. Star Trek is on Channel 4 right now. I changed channel. Star Search. Oh, Dad. Well, Star Trek was on Channel 4 here, NBC, back when it first aired. Yep. So, Oh, oops, I was far behind. That's okay. Just put us on at 1.5 speed. I've done that before on streams, too. Like, you're watching it, you think it's live, and you're answering the chat, and you're like 5 minutes behind, or sometimes you click on the damn thing, and you pause the stream. All right, so let's check out the box office for this weekend. So Avatar: Fire and Ash. Raise your hand if you went to see Fire and Ash in the movie theater.
I've yet to meet somebody who has.
I haven't seen it.
It's actually not doing that good. I mean, it's doing good, but it's not doing as good as it should be doing U.S.-wise.
Okay. More international.
Well, and it's still like 100. I think it did have a good second weekend, though, so I'm not going to take away from it.
Well, 28% down is not
really
bad. That's not
it's
bad.
A decent drop, actually. So, you're not going to... But, hey, this is today's, I think, though. This is not overall for the week. Because Marty Supreme
okay, it's just day to day. Okay, it's day to day.
I think, because Marty Supreme got number 2, and there's no way Zootopia had a 34% increase over the weekend, I don't think.
Yeah, this was this is domestic weekend, week 52.
Or wait,
so
they
Marty
just haven't
Supreme
updated it yet.
Is this the Timothée Chalamet movie?
Yeah, that one's supposed to be the upset for second place, so they just must not have updated it yet.
And what the heck is this movie about?
I don't know. I just heard about it recently, and all of a sudden it's like the latest thing. So,
I mean, we know the ladies love Timothy Chalamet, and he's like Mr. Fashion icon these days, right?
like I said in my post, I said, like it or not, he's becoming a movie star.
And he's popular with the ladies. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. You got to be popular with the ladies. But I mean, he's opening movies.
All right,
Almost
so
everything he's been in is opened.
So let's see. It's a sports comedy drama film directed by Josh Shafidi. I wonder if they have any sporting events like they had in Revenge of the Nerds, but who co-wrote the script, loosely inspired by the life and career of American table tennis player Marty Reisman. Oh, table tennis, okay. So
Ping pong ball.
Ping pong ball, yep. Received critical acclaim, with many critics praising the direction, screenplay, score, and editing. Performance in the film has also been praised. Top 10 films of 2025. So is this like an Oscar grab? December is like Oscar month to like get
Might be.
Right?
Sounds like Forrest Gump without the retardedness.
Yeah, so he works as a shoe salesman, will competing professionally as a ping pong player. When did ping pong get to be like a fad? Was it the 60s where it took off in the
Didn't
States
the boys
here?
bring it back from one of the wars? Because isn't it an Asian thing? That's why
It
it's
is
called ping
Asian.
pong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Asian, but I think it was like like the hula hoop became a fad. I think ping pong
it was the
went
boys,
crazy in the
the
60s,
guys
right?
brought it back from one of the
From
wars,
Vietnam?
I want to say. I don't know about Vietnam, but I would think maybe the
Korean War.
War.
Someone in the chat will
Because
help
in
us
Forrest
out,
Gump,
yeah.
I want to say he did it, but he went over to Asia to do it. Like that was the whole thing. It was like, when was that? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
Was that the early 70s or?
Yes, well, Forrest Gump, he was in that was the Vietnam War, right? In that movie,
I think
right?
it was after that, though. See, that's what I was trying to remember.
That he did the.
But I think ping pong had been around, but I don't know. That's
Okay.
probably a good thing to look up.
But oh wow, we got a massive $17.01 super. JT Kirk, what are you doing? Nobody A, B, C, or D. Wow, well, that's way too huge of a super chat. But thank you very much, and of course, well, I'm definitely playing this then.
No bloody A, B, C, or D.
Here we go.
Hello, computer.
This is why it's in Forrest Gump.
Okay.
In the 1970s, ping pong became a way of diplomacy between the U.S. and China.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Interesting.
So I guess we had a big competition or something like that. Yeah, that's what the whole Forrest Gump thing must be around.
Yeah,
So
was
I don't know if that's
Richard
what this
Nixon? Only
is
Richard
about,
Nixon
but-
go to China. Yep. Then JT, thank you so much for that. Yeah, much appreciated. Yep. Ping pong is actually an English invention.
Yeah,
Okay.
looking back, it said it like was invented in the early 1900s, but China
Interesting.
dominated it or whatever. But then, it became popular in the U.S. During the 1970s. It said here, yeah.
So
Sounds about right.
But things become fads. Yep.
Yep.
So and ping pong is still pretty popular, but not.
It is, but I remember it being much
not
more
great.
popular back in the day.
Yeah. I loved playing ping pong as a kid. Yeah. United States Table Tennis Association was formed in 1933. Okay, so pretty darn old. You know what I like is Stiga hockey. That's my gig. The tabletop hockey. Oh, when 70s Rock fan was here, I should have told them. I was going to show them the picture of my new. They break after a while, but I'm pretty damn good at that game. So I've played many hours of tabletop hockey. They do have competitions for that, but nothing like ping pong yet. But I guess so. Marty Mauser. Champion. Let's see. Can I click on his name here? Marty Reisman, I guess. Yep. So is he still alive? Oh no, he passed away in 2012. Yep. American champion table tennis player and author. 50 and 60s men's single champion in 1997. Hardbat champion. What the hell is that? Oh, the racket used. Yep. Before the invention of sponge rubber. Okay, yeah. Oh, hard bat. I guess without the rubber on the racket, right? Yep. So, well, that's pretty interesting. Yeah. So, I guess it's become pretty big opening for them, right? So for a
Not
small
bad
movie,
considering it's up against
20
Avatar. Yeah,
right? So yeah, not bad. Yeah.
that's what I'm
So,
saying. Like people are going out of their way to see it, and I highly doubt it has anything to do with the ping pong aspect.
Yeah, it's Timothy
99%
Chalamet.
to do with exactly Timothy Chalamet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Timothy Chalamet. And good evening, JT Kirk says to everyone. Yep,
Good evening.
Yep. Are we going to see Marty Supreme in theaters? I am not.
I didn't plan on it.
Definitely not.
And honestly, there's not a whole lot in theaters right now I wish to see. But
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. Like streaming, right? If I heard this movie was really good in the 80s, back in high school, right, maybe it would have been a date night movie because it's got the Chalamet in it, and your date would want to, see Timothy.
Might get
And
Chalamet.
yeah, hopefully that she'd settle for you and not, not. I can't have Timothy settle
Ooh,
for
that Timothy
for Mark.
Chalamet got me all worked up. Mark,
Worked
I'm going
up,
to jump in the back seat with you right now.
That's why I had a pickup truck.
Right.
Anywho.
Or the bed of the pickup truck. That's even better.
Yeah. So, and yeah, Zootopia 2. So how much did it make? 30 million? Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, they haven't updated this, I don't think, yet. Because
Yeah,
Marty Supreme did 27 million.
Okay, 27. Yep.
Yeah.
So Avatar is up to 542 worldwide, international.
760 worldwide, yeah. That seems awfully high. Something seems off. I think their numbers are all fucked up. But
I guess they like the purple aliens abroad.
I guess I'm wrong, maybe.
Yeah.
Did it really do another 200 million internet? I think they fucked up again and added the thing again wrong. They do this sometime over there. Because last it only had done 300 some internationally. And it was only like 170 some domestically. And now 217 looks like the right number domestically. But I'm not so sure about that international number. I could be wrong.
But it's always done very well internationally, Avatar, right?
That's true. That it could be right.
Yeah,
But you'd think they'd be talking more about this already, because that's another $200+ million it added onto its fucking box office.
That's pretty huge. Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Let's see worldwide. For they don't let you do worldwide by month.
Oh no, it's all time or the week, month, the year. I mean,
yeah, they don't let you do it by. It would be nice if you could do worldwide by month. Yep. But let's see where it falls into for 2025.
It's got a little ways to go yet, but
it's the number 6 movie.
Yeah, it's getting there
already. So I mean,
I guess so. I guess that looks like it's right. Maybe that is the right numbers. But God, it's such a lot of it is international.
Yeah, but kind of like F1, right?
Opposite. Yeah, I was gonna say it's like F1. It's almost the opposite of Superman again. Yeah.
Right. So you look at Nenza 2, the animated Asian film. Niza, thank you, Niza. $2 billion, but 23,000 domestic. So it's like
and what U.S. company's getting any of that?
Nothing. Yeah, they get nothing. Yeah. But look at animated, live action animated video game.
That is pretty bad if the biggest movie of the year is not a U.S. film. I wonder how many times that's happened in history.
I mean, that's and this is a sequel too. Yeah, so I didn't watch the first one. I haven't seen this one, but that's a massive box office. Yeah, $2 billion. Yeah. So Zootopia 2 is kicking ass, right? So, but of course the domestic. So if you look at, let's see, go by
that
domestic.
That one's playing a little bit better domestically, but not as good as it probably should be. But
yeah, so Minecraft number 1 domestic, Lilo and Stitch, 423, and Superman's the number 3 movie domestic. You know, everyone's saying maybe Superman didn't make money because of the budget. But it's the number 3 movie.
As far as according to a few people now, it has. So,
a few people, right? But I mean, and Jurassic World, I think that was a big surprise that movie came in as high as the domestic.
I think they budgeted it correctly. Like, that's the one franchise where they're looking at it with the broad perspective of, yes, this is a downward slope from here, as long as we keep spending a little bit less or keep it below this threshold, then we're fine. Because this one was like the cheapest of the last few. And overall, I've said it before, it's kind of weird because it's a really bad Jurassic Park movie, but it's not a bad movie.
Yeah, it's entertaining. It's got Scarlett Johansson in it, so she's always fun to watch. Yeah,
there's some really cookie cutter stupid shit in it.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of moments that are just like this is a fun action flick, kind of like we're going down the, like an Indiana Jonesy kind of thing. Yeah. But it doesn't really feel Jurassic-y enough. Like, and I guess this is just a rumor I heard that the studio, for some reason, and maybe it's because there's a separation between Jurassic World and Jurassic Park as far as the IP. There could be. I haven't looked deep enough into it, and this is kind of my domain, so I should know, but I don't. But I guess they were told to take out all the Jurassic Park references. And I guess it was like a big deal for them, like that they had that Jurassic Park shirt in the Jurassic World movie. Like they let him get away with that, but it was.
Is it like a rights issue, or is it
I'm starting to think so. I think there's a separate deal. And the other thing that's funny is because Kathleen Kennedy is not associated, as far as I know, with the Jurassic World films, but she was heavily with the Jurassic Park films.
Yeah, it was working with Spielberg.
So I'm thinking it's a whole different, separate entity kind of thing, like the whole Star Trek 09 deal, where like a 25% different kind of thing.
And we never got confirmation of that, but something had to be there.
Oh yeah, we did kind of get some confirmation, enough.
But we didn't see anything in writing,
kind of thing here, where I'm starting to wonder if maybe there isn't, to where they don't want to have to pay for like the shit. Yeah, because like that's what it started. Because I guess there was like a bunch of references that were cut. And not only that, the T-Rex scene in this movie is almost beat for beat exactly what's in the original book.
Right? When they're chasing...
No, not the chase scene, but there's a scene with the kids and Grant, and they're trying to get this raft. And the scene with the T-Rex sleeping is almost exactly the same as it is in the original book.
Michael Crichton book, okay.
Yeah. So, like, this is something the Jurassic series has done for years, where if it was something they didn't get to in the first two books that exist... They've sprinkled it into other sequels.
Yeah, just save it. Yeah, James Bond did that. Or save scenes. Or
but I guess that scene they made him chop down quite a bit, and there was like this whole other sequence that was like in one of the old Jurassic Park. Because I think that's the whole thing. Because I could never figure out where they were, and I think they're at the old original Jurassic Park.
Okay,
but I'm not 100% sure on that. I got to rewatch it again. Because that's one thing I always kept good track of up until the recent movies. Because in the original book, they explain exactly how many islands there are, and they name them all, and all that kind of shit. Because there is like 5 or 6 islands.
With the dinosaurs, okay.
Yes, where they did different experiments and all this other shit. And this could have been a bit more interesting film. Because I don't know, did you watch it or not?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah,
so you've seen it, so you know what I'm talking about. So like, so this is supposedly, from my understanding, this is where the island of misfit dinosaurs, right? Like,
all the mutant dinosaurs, yeah.
Yeah, but the funny thing is the 3 dinosaurs they're after are actual dinosaurs, so it makes no sense. Like, why are you going here? So this is not the Jurassic Park island, but I guess at some point they wound up somewhere with something to do with Jurassic Park, and that part all got chopped out or something like that. So I don't know, but this was just a rumor I'd heard. But it didn't seem to affect the other films so much. But maybe they're getting to this point where they want to separate them a little bit more. I don't know.
Yeah. But it's just, it was it's a freaking dinosaur movie, right? It's got cute girls in it with Scarlett, and people get munched, and there's dinosaur fights.
It has a lot more to do with King. It feels like the Skull Island part of King Kong. Yeah.
That's true, and that's what we all want. We all love that, stuff from Skull Island, and some of that got cut out of the original Kong movie that was later restored, right?
There's one thing I've wanted from Jurassic Park we've never gotten. Or I should say 2 things we've never gotten. One, I've always wanted people in the park when the dinosaurs attack. The only time we got it was in Jurassic World. It was
the girl
gets 10 minutes.
The girl got eaten by the Allosaurus, or the big... That was kind of gruesome, right?
Yeah, but other than that, it didn't last long. And then the other one I wanted... Because I always loved the scene in Lost World where the T-Rex is just barreling down the street in San Francisco. Like, they keep calling this Jurassic World. When are we actually going to get dinosaurs all over the world?
In the world, right? Yeah.
And then, like, for the last 2 movies, they've kind of played with that a little bit, but they've also kind of made it out to where, like, this is the reason why they're not such a part of our normal world. I'm like, oh, that's a lame-ass excuse.
Well, they just kept him on the island, right? Yep.
Kind of. Well, like in this version, if you remember, the reason they say that all the dinosaurs migrated to the fucking equator because that's the only place where the oxygen is dense enough for them.
Yeah, it was warm enough too, right? Yeah, yeah. And Donnie, you were in
like,
Christmas in Hawaii. Well, that was very cool, Donnie.
Well,
Christmas in
nice.
Hawaii.
Melikilimaka is a thing to say.
Yeah, and watch out. I always remember the Brady Bunch in Hawaii. Watch out for the curses there, right? Hope you didn't have any spiders crawling in your bed.
Don't pick up the tiki.
Don't pick up the tiki, right? Yeah, yeah.
If you see a tiki, leave it alone.
Don't touch it. And a question from Brian said, are you surprised at Timothée Chalamet's career?
Not exactly. I kind of was one of the people called it, now what, here 2-3 years ago now, I've been saying that this kid's probably going to be the next. I've been comparing him to Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I could see that. Right?
And he might even be bigger than Johnny Depp at a point here. He might even surpass that. I don't know who you'd compare him to then, but he's got that Johnny Depp thing where he's a chameleon.
Yeah, he's never pin him down.
Yeah, but he's got that thing where women like him, where he's above that level already, where Johnny Depp, people forget that it took till Pirates of the Caribbean for Johnny Depp to become an A-list actor.
Yeah.
Like, I followed him for 2 decades. Like, this guy's going to be a big actor someday. This guy's going to be a big actor someday. He's a great actor. He's one of the best actors we got.
He was trying to become a rock star. He wanted to be a rock star initially. Yep.
I started watching him during like Nightmare on Elm Street and 21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street is great on Jump Street. Yeah.
I mean, and Edward Scissorhands and all this other stuff he's doing. I'm like, how is this guy not an A-list actor yet? And he would try. He had a few action films like Nick of Time, and I think Sleepy Hollow made him pretty close to being an A-list actor, but not quite. Like, he was a well enough name.
When did Willy Wonka come out? Was that after?
That was after, I think, Jack Sparrow, because Jack Sparrow.
Edward Scissorhands was probably his first. Like, would you consider him an A-list
role? But I wouldn't call him still A-list because, like, Tim Burton was still more of the selling point.
Yeah, and like an obscure, there, it's like avant-garde or like a indie theater almost, right? Yep.
Well, because like Tim Burton was almost more of a star in a way if you think about it, because it was like from director Tim Burton. More so than Johnny Depp as Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
He just kind of became that actor that Johnny Depp put in everything. Like, for the longest time, that's what he was. Because Nick of Time didn't work out for him. And I'm trying to think of his other action film he did. And he tried doing a couple, like, semi-horror films that just didn't quite work out. And he just never could quite hit. Like I said, Sleepy Hollow, I think, was his biggest success up until Jack Sparrow, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Jack Sparrow was right around the corner from there, so... And that just put him into superstardom at that point. But if you notice, he hasn't really done anything besides Jack Sparrow that's been successful.
Right.
The only other places he's gone where he's gotten any success has been with like awards recognition, and he's never really won anything. But I think he got a few nominations here and there, or close to it, or talk. Because like Ed Wood got praise to high heaven.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
He was great in that. But that's again another one of the few times I think he came close to being well known. And then like even go back to like Gilbert Grape, Leonardo DiCaprio got all the fucking acclaim for that movie.
Yeah.
So
Void King's got a question. When did Tom Cruise become a movie star?
Risky
I got
business.
an answer. Portia, there is no substitute.
That moment when he come flying out and you hear dun 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 dun, and he does the twist
and he's singing his underwear.
Just take those. That's the moment Tom Cruise became a fucking movie star right there. And then Top Gun sent him into superstardom, but
yeah. So he was in Taps before that, which is a really good movie with. And
he was also in
George
The
C. Scott.
Outsiders and
Outsiders. Yep. Taps. I remember watching Taps and thinking he was really good in that. He's got a small part in Taps. So that's George C. Scott, and then. Who the hell else is in Taps? Hutton, or no? What was his name? I Google it because I can't remember it.
Was that Louis Gossett Jr. one, or was that a different one I'm thinking of?
Yeah, Sean Penn, George C. Scott, Ronnie
Penn
Cox, Timothy Hunt. Yeah, I was right. I shouldn't doubt
Timothy
myself.
Hunt. No, I was thinking of a different movie.
It's a
completely different movie, but yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito was in that too. Wow, as a cadet. Yep. Billy Van Zandt. But it was that movie was 81. Yep.
I'm just discovering that Giancarlo Esposito has been around forever.
Yeah, he's been in. I've seen that. He's been in everything.
Like I think he was even like Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo, and shit. Like, he's been like in everything. It's like, holy shit, he's in like every movie I watched from like 1980 onward. It's like
you didn't know he was there.
You didn't even know he was there until now, and all of a sudden, and he doesn't even really look like he does now. That's the other problem. Like he's an actor who's had I don't even think he's done work necessarily. Just the way he is, he aged. I think was kind of what it was because he had more of a puffier face when he was younger. I noticed, and then as he got older, he got that more skinnier face. But
yeah. So Tom Cruise, Clobber Tom's favorite actor. Sorry, Clobby, just joking. Don't strike me down. His first movie was Endless Love, bit part, and then major supporting role as a crazed military student in Taps. Yep. And then he was impressed the director, and that's so he gave him more of a part. Yep. Then he was in The Outsiders, right? And then with Ralph Macchio, Patrick Swayze, C. Thomas Howell. That was kind of like the A-list of all the young actors back then. Matt Dillon, Rob Lowe, All the Right Moves, and then Risky Business. That's
All the Right Moves helped him though. That kind of helped push him. But
yeah. It was a sports. It was a football star. Yeah. Tom Cruise, Craig T. Nelson, Leah Thompson, Chris Penn, and Gary Graham, and then he just took off with Risky Business, and then he was in Legend. Yep, Color of Money, Paul Newman.
Legend was the only one that kind of flopped on
right?
Era.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Color of Money, people forget that movie.
That's a good movie. Yeah,
it is. And Scorsese, and the part of the problem is Scorsese just doesn't talk about it. And I don't know why.
And it's a sequel to done years later.
And maybe that's why, is because he just did it to prove that he could do it.
Yeah.
And it was just a thing, because I've never quite figured it out with him in that one. Because he just doesn't talk about it. The Blu-ray has like no special features, and he gets like no attention from Scorsese at all. Like, I don't know if it was one he just did for the money and just has no real attachment to it, maybe? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Because it's a damn good movie. And I remember it got quite a bit of acknowledgement when it came out. I think he didn't Paul Newman get nominated for that? And did he win?
Let's see.
Because I want to say he's one of the only actors in history up until more recently with like Ian McKellen and stuff like that to get nominated, I think, twice for the same role and win.
Yeah, sequel to The Hustler.
Sylvester Stallone and a couple others are the only other ones that are in that category, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's, he's challenging Minnesota Fats, and that was Jackie Gleason was awesome. And Jackie Gleason was quite a pool player, too. Yeah, let's see, what awards did it...
and it had a hell of a soundtrack, too. I remember that.
Yeah. So let's see, The Color of Money. Paul Newman won for Best Actor.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, the original. Was it the original or Color of Money? Yeah. He won Best Actor.
The sequel, and Hustler was the original. But I think he got nominated for Hustler, but didn't win. But he did win for the sequel, which I think, like I said, was one of the few times in history where not only was an actor nominated for the same role twice, but he actually won. I think the only other people are like Ian McKellen and Sylvester Stallone and a few other people, and that's it.
Yeah,
because even like Robert De Niro was nominated for playing Vito Corleone, but it wasn't the same actor twice, right? You get my point? Like, that plenty of times, but like it's only been a few times. I can't remember all of them, but there's only been like a handful of times where an actor's been nominated twice for playing the same role, and that was one of them, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
And Courtney's in the chat. I don't know if she's trying to join, but hopefully she can. She says, one of the main things that Clappy was right about was the fact that Tom Cruise sucks.
Well, and the thing about The Hustler compared to Color of Money is they're connected, but yet they're two completely different films in a way. Like, you don't even really have to have seen The Hustler.
You don't.
Color of Money, but it does help because the roles are so reversed, but yet it's not retreading the same ground. It's so well done. It's really difficult to explain because Tom Cruise is a lot like Newman's character was.
He's Newman's character as a young guy,
but he's different. And Newman is a lot like Minnesota Fats, but he's different. Like, there's that dynamic there, but it's a difference to it, and it has a much more lighter tone in some ways too. But you also have like this extremism with Tom Cruise in it that it is like he's such a different character because Newman was very subdued compared to Tom Cruise is clearly coked out of his fucking brains in that movie.
And hail to Mr. Tonic Madman. Great to see you, buddy.
But think about, when was the last time you watched that movie? It's probably been a while, hasn't it?
It's been a while, yeah.
It just kind of fell off the radar.
I'd watched it maybe within the last 5 years. I think I went back and let me watch this again. And Jackie Gleason is so great in the original, Tim Paul Newman. But yeah, let me look at Tom Cruise. Okay, so he did Cocktail. 88 was Razzie Awards. That was Cocktail. That sucked.
It still made money.
But it still made money, right? And then, but then he was in Rain Man, which he won the Academy Award. Which won the Academy. Rain Man really elevated his career.
That was my Tom Cruise movie, because I did not like Tom Cruise for the longest time, but that was one of the only ones I would watch. That's Dustin Hoffman. That's why he's great.
Yeah, and Born on the 4th of July. I've only watched that movie once. That's a fantastic movie. But so
was supposed
effing
to be in that. Yeah.
Oh, he was, yeah.
Yeah, Francis Ford Coppola was going to direct it, and Al Pacino was supposed to be in it for the longest time. Yeah.
I went to see that in the movie theater. So I'm not watching this fucking depressing movie, but not to say it wasn't a good movie.
It's a good movie, but yeah, it's one of those movies
you don't want to watch. It's so heavy.
Yeah,
you don't want to revisit. It's like, he's very good. That it just something.
I can picture Pacino.
It's like watching Schindler's List.
I'm in a fucking wheelchair.
Get me out of here.
Get me out of the wheelchair. Hoo-ah.
Yeah. Michael Cimino was supposed to direct it, huh? Interesting. Yeah.
Well, also at one point, yes, but also Coppola was going to too, because it was going to be his follow-up to The Godfather. That's how long that script was around.
Wow.
Yeah. No, like it was around for a long. Well, you got to remember, Oliver Stone started out as a writer, fresh out of Vietnam, because he had hurt himself. He got hurt. No, he didn't hurt himself. He got injured in Vietnam and got discharged with I think it was Purple Heart and a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
And then he just started writing, and he didn't really have aspirations to be a director for the longest time, because he wrote for like 10 years before he finally directed. Because if you guys remember, he wrote Conan the Barbarian and shit.
Wow. Yeah, no, prolific writer. Yeah. But it's tough to get started, right? So.
And then he just and then one of the first things that really kind of made him big and huge was when he directed that finally, because he had the rights to it. That was the whole thing. Is he bought the rights to the book, and he wrote the script, and then he gave it to Coppola first, and then I think what's his face second. Okay. But it was floating around for years and years. I don't know who was going to play it in the other version, but Pacino was attached for the longest time.
Okay.
Till Tom Cruise finally got put on by Oliver Stone. But yeah, I'm looking at Giancarlo Esposito's fucking.
He's been everything, Christ. And you didn't notice him
ever.
Yeah, that's funny when somebody becomes a star, and then you see him in every other movie. Then you notice the person. Yep.
I'm not even kidding here. Like The Changeling, the horror film he's in. Taps. I've seen Taps.
Yeah, Taps.
He's in Trading Places. A Brother from Another Planet, The Cotton Club. I mean, it just Desperately Seeking Susan. He's in that. He was in an episode of Miami Vice. Actually, it looks like he was in 3 different episodes. It's 3 different people.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Taps a bunch. It's been years since I saw Taps, but
Maximum Overdrive. That was one of the other ones that I was like, holy shit, that is him. He's the guy playing video games who gets killed by the video games.
Lenrod is headed out.
And on and on and on. And Do the Right Thing, School Day. Like, he's in a lot of Spike Lee movies. But yeah, just on and on. I could keep going for a while. But anyway, go on. Sorry.
Giancarlo Esposito is in Trading Places.
Yes.
Gus Fring, the Chicken King from Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Nothing to Lose. That's the one I was watching not too long ago that I couldn't believe he was in it.
But take care, Lenrod. Great to have you here. Yep. Metallica Man.
He's in Monkey Bone.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
So, so I guess these movies have... it's a slow week for movies, but Timothy Chalamet, did pretty well. Yep. So...
But for some reason, Disney just keeps cannibalizing their own box office by releasing movies on top of each other. I don't know why.
Which 2 movies?
Well, they got this
Avatar
Zootopia right up against Avatar. That's just pretty stupid.
Right? You should have spread it out a little bit more. Yep. How many weeks has Zootopia been out? Let's see, 3 weeks?
4 now, 3, something like that. Came out Thanksgiving weekend, I want to say.
Isn't that what they consider kind of like a life of a movie these days? Now, like 3 weeks, but of
You're
course
not
something
wrong.
like that.
You're not wrong, really. Yeah.
But it should be. Yeah, it should be. It should be longer. But yeah, it's just crazy that. Let's see, domestic. If I go to click on domestic, it'll tell
And to
me.
answer RJ, he was an extra in the prison or the jail scene, so he's just probably one of the guys in the background.
Yeah. Well, it's been out 33 days. Okay. I guess maybe they didn't.
Doesn't seem like it.
Maybe they assumed it wouldn't be that big, or no, they had to know Zootopia 2 would be one of the big movies for the
Never
year,
underestimate the furries.
right? So worldwide, $1.4 billion. Yeah. So yeah. But all right, well, why don't we segue? So we're not up forever here. I want to show some foodery. So I don't know if you had some good holiday food, Tom, but
Not a lot, but you would do this to me, wouldn't you?
yeah, I would do this to you too. So we're both skinny guys, right? So let me share this this tab here. Let's see. Does it let me do this? Let's see here. Let me go back to our first. Go back in time to way back to Christmas Eve. Yep. All right. Yeah. So I had a good week food wise. So let's see. Share this tab instead. Yep. So before we do this, let's of course put this up by Clobberin Times, who did the foodery. He'd always yell at me when I did this. So we had fun with this. Yep. Sunday Night Eatery. So thank you, Clob, and of course Gwagnar, who did this great Marc's Eatery Geekery with the thing with the clam pizza. And we're going to show clam pizza tonight, so be ready for that. Yeah. Why are you always showing food at this hour? Food at this hour, right? Yeah. And Courtney says, I didn't have anything on Christmas, but 2 nights before that I was taken out to one of the top of time restaurants in Denver. It was so good. Well, that's good to hear. Yeah. Well, Putin, this is I'm testing you. This is just so you can see how much willpower you have. So hopefully you can handle this segment. But yeah, so let's go back to so we had this nice dessert. That was when we had fondue. So that was my friend made that dessert. And had some fun with the AI. That was the pies from last week. And then we went to my brother-in-law and mother-in-law came to town on Friday night, and we went out to Pizza at Pepe's, the world's greatest pizza place. So any of you guys come here, Pepe's Pizza is on me. So they're 100 years old, and of course, as you always say it, if you can just have a tomato pie and it's good, then you know it's good pizza, right? So just most simple pizza, but here's their dessert. We did not have dessert, but that's their dessert. Yep. So this was the original pizza place. Was in New Haven, and they've started franchising along with Sally's. They're probably the two most famous pizza places in New Haven. And I think when I was driving through Connecticut, the governor, I guess they declared Connecticut's the pizza capital of the world. So I don't know. A lot of people are going to fight over that one. But there was a sign on the highway, our tax dollars at work, but it said I didn't have a chance to take a picture. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. Yeah. So new highway signs promote Connecticut's trends. Yeah. Welcome to Connecticut, home of the pizza capital of the United States. Governor Ned Lamont. Let me share this picture here. This is going to cause some fights, I'm sure, but so as I was driving by, that sign was on the highway. So, Foxon Park. Tom, do you like soda?
Depends on what it is.
Right.
I have a specific soda that I like. Other than that, I'm just kind of meh.
Okay, so you're not a major soda.
Especially like I'd probably try a cream soda like that. But yeah,
I love cream soda. Yeah.
If I'm gonna try anything like as far as a fancy soda, it's usually gonna be like some kind of sarsaparilla or root beer.
Okay. Yep. Nice choices there. Nice choices. Yep. So this is Pepe's Pizzeria. To answer your question, yep. So here's the link. So they're franchised now, so you can maybe find one near you. So there's the link there, so you can put in your zip code. But originally started in New Haven, and I think they've got like 10 of them now, maybe. Let me share this tab here. So yes, we've been crafting original New Haven style pizza for 100 years. Our approach is simple: best ingredients on the best dough every time. And of course, that's that famous clam pizza, which everyone makes fun of me for. But let's see. It gets to the locations. Let's see what we want to check here. 17 restaurants in the United States. Holy shit, Batman! There's 17. There used to be just 2 of them for a while. So we've got Connecticut, Florida, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New York, Maryland, and Virginia. So let's see. Connecticut, of course, they've got the original Danbury, Uncasville. That's in the casino. If you go to the casino, hopefully you could win enough money to buy a pizza there. Waterbury, West Hartford, New Haven, the original Stanford, and Manchester. I guess where the heck are they in Florida? Are they in Palm Beach? Are they in Delray Beach and Plantation? Yep. So they're expanding. So pretty cool. So they always have Foxhound Park is like a local Connecticut soda, but it's really good. None of that high fructose corn syrup crap. Yep. Oh, yep. Remember Mystic Pizza? Yep, that was classic Connecticut pizza place, and that was who was Pretty Woman? Julia Roberts was in Mystic Pizza, correct, Tom? I think. Yep. Was that Julia Roberts? I think so. Yep. So this pie is a meatball pie with ricotta cheese. Damn, that was good.
To answer your question, yes.
Yes, right. Yeah, yeah. And Putin's cat could use a clam pie. Yep. And Mark's 47 is ginger ale with cherry fruit splash plus pineapple orange juice is good. That sounds good. I'd try that. Yep. I think Mystic Pizza almost closed down at one point too, and then they saved it. Yep. So here you go. Here's the world famous clam pizza. Basically, it's like garlic bread. Picture like having a pizza with no sauce, right? And it's just like a sprinkling of Parmesan cheese. So it's almost like you're eating garlic bread with chopped clams on top of it. I actually had it for dinner again tonight. I had to finish the leftovers finally. Just the garlic. It's just a wonderful, wonderful combination. Yeah. It's just awesome. Yep. Tom's like, pass. But yeah, the clam, it doesn't look good, but there's the... It's just a damn good pie, and of course their dough is so good there too. It's just awesome. Yep. So we had that pie, and then of course this is the all-American pie, right? Yep. Oh, Donnie is going now. Have a wonderful New Year, says Donnie. Yep. Take care, and have a great week, and catch you soon. Just charred bacon with onions. Oh, that's so good. Oh God, I wish some of that was left over right now. I'd go grab some of that in the kitchen. That was good. Yep. So that's Frank Pepe, passionate about pizza since 1925. Old Reliable. That's the name of the oven there. I should get a picture of Pepe's Pizza Oven. Let's see. Pepe's Pizza Oven. Let's see. We got to show some pictures of Old Reliable here. Let's see. Let's see if I can get some pictures here. Yep. There we go. Just so you guys get the... So there's the big oven. So what they did, all these restaurants, they duplicate this oven exactly. Like when they built it originally, I'm sure they didn't know what they're hitting on, or it's probably some just randomness, but this is the oven. So they have these long rods, and they have the coal-fired heater, and then there's the oven, and they just throw the pies in there and cook the pies. Cook the pies in there. Yep. So they all have coal-fired ovens. Yep. Of course, New York City, they were trying to, I think, go after the people that had the coal-fired pizza, and they're making them put on all these filters and all this bullshit. Yep. But yes, JT Kirk says long rods, giggity. And RJ says I'm allergic to shellfish, so I couldn't eat it. Well, I'm sorry about that. Yep. And D'Onofrio, aloha, I cannot type. Well, it's tough to type on the damn phone, right? Yep. But that's the inside of the oven there. So that's where the magic happens. Yep. at Pepe's Pizza. So let's close a few of these tabs here. All right, so let's keep going through our food pictures. I hope everyone's getting really hungry. So now this is Christmas Eve dinner. So this looks delicious. I'm sure this is not what JT was referencing as I switched to the smelts. So smelts, everyone
Fish
teases
bait?
like fish bait. Yeah, you're eating the bait. You're gonna eat the bait now. So yes, the bait is delicious. Well, anything deep fried is delicious, right? So you deep fry those smelts, and then I make a garlic sauce to go with it. And oh man, that garlic sauce is good. So your spouse or significant other probably doesn't want to be around you once you have some of this garlic sauce. But the good thing is Nosferatu is not going to want any piece of you. So here's my famous, not my famous, my favorite garlic dip that I kind of make famous. So good night, Brian Barth. Thank you for hanging out with us. And see, the smelts came on and I scared him away. But have a great week, and Happy New Year if I don't see you before then. But yeah, this is the I love this recipe for garlic dip. Frugal Gourmet. Very simple. It's Wonder Bread, 1 head of garlic, like a whole head of garlic. You can't, not 1 clove. Lots of garlic, olive oil, vinegar, lemon juice, and water. And then you mix them up. You can use a food processor. All the Frugal Gourmet doesn't. He recommends whisking it, but it's just like a garlic paste, and great on calamari and seafood. It's just really good. Yep. So really good stuff. Yep. All right, so let's go. So here's our smelts. And my father-in-law loved the smelts. Now this is my favorite. This is eel, if you're wondering. Indiana Jones's favorite food. So that's an Italian. We do the 7 fishes for Christmas Eve. So that's something that's very popular. Growing up, I didn't know what it was. You had deep fried eel, and I'm like, oh, I love this. This is so good. And yeah, so here's the calamari. You got to defrost your calamari and clean it up. Yep. So this all takes a long time to do. But and then you got to love your rings. Love your rings. Yep. So calamari rings. And here's the eels here. So you got to clean your eels. Yep. And TZ said we eat sardines with bean soup. Yep. Thank you, David Jones. Yep. Thank you for that. This looks like something Jabba the Hutt would eat. And Brian never used smelts and he doused it. I'll leave that up. That's great. I mean, people freak out, but you're eating, if you eat meats, it's like you're eating chickens. You're eating, chickens are kind of gross, right? I mean, I'd rather eat like a really cute bunny, right? I mean, and those are nice big fat eels. And the funny thing is eel, I think, I'm guessing my, great grandparents, they probably ate eel because it was cheap, right? Now it's freaking expensive. It's like $20 a pound, the eel. So, yeah. Uncooked chickens are ugly. I'm sure a red shirt would shoot it at the planet's surface. Yeah. Bunnies are delicious. Yeah. But yeah, it's. I think it was. I'm guessing it was just cheap food to eat, right? So, and now it's become I shouldn't say a delicacy, but not as many people eat it, so it's more money. And it's considered bait. Like eels are great bait for stripers. So, fish, not strippers, stripers. So yeah, so you just chop the eel up into 1.5 inch pieces there. And then of course we had clam chowder, so you got to get the fresh clams and then chop those up. And there's the chowder going. The chowder was damn good. Yep, that's my brother-in-law's brother-in-law, if you can follow that one. Now we've got these ice cream cones, but ice cream is not going in here. Yep. And Courtney likes the eel at sushi restaurants. Yep. And RJ says, I get the eel reference, but Indiana Jones and the Dial Dismal does not exist. So that's going to be filled with something else, not ice cream. And of course, we told my brother-in-law we're not doing the seared sushi this year. Of course, then he goes out and buys the tuna, and he goes out and buys it because he loves the seared tuna. Like we have too much food. Yep. So there's a cream sauce going into these ice cream cones here. If the internet actually catches up here. Yep. They're okay if you think it's from City Alpha 6. But this is City Alpha 4. We buy a salmon as a fillet. It's a little cheaper by the pound. Yep. So there's the seared tuna going. We had way too much food. There's the anchovies for the breadcrumbs. So you make you chop up anchovies, butter, and breadcrumbs, and you fry them. A lot of salt, and it's you want to make it a little bit crunchy. And you put that into your pasta. Adds a lot of flavor to it. Yep. I have a shellfish allergy, so he thinks I can only watch this from afar. Yep. Lisa, where are you? Yep. And Dead Man says, I like turtles, yep. And Massgrave says, you're doing 11 fish. Yeah, it's supposed to be 7 fish. We just cook lots of fishes. So, and the bear, I think someone got in trouble, that TV show they brought over, like broccoli to the 7 fish dinner, and they're like throwing it out, like, you can't bring broccoli over to the 7 fish dinner, yeah. So there's my brother-in-law, and that's my brother-in-law's brother-in-law, Judd, and they're getting that seared tuna ready. So that did come out quite good. Although, once again, we had too much food. We had more people this year. Yep, and someone did brought the caviar is going into those cones. You'll see. Then you fry the sesame seeds there that going onto the tuna. There we go. So that did come out really good, but way too much food. Yeah. So there's the part of the camera work here. Yep. What kind of caviar? My Ukrainian friends have exposed me to some seriously good fish eggs. Let me check if I have a picture of the picture there. Yep. 7-Eleven fish is always a no-go. LOL. That's great. Yep. I haven't bought a full salmon in some time. No one wants to pull the pin bones. Least of all me anymore. Yeah, don't blame me. Yep. Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, it was excellent. Yep. Let's see. Did I get a picture of the? I think there was a caviar. Was a picture of the tin. Right. Regis Ova Pure Caviar Molasse, package in Napa Valley, California. Not the whole label, but maybe that tells you what you need to know. So we had that, and then outside on the grill, we cooked. We had some oysters cooked on the grill, scallops, and that was a. What the heck was that fish? These are shrimp skewers. Was that a red snapper, or was that? I'm trying to remember what fish that was. I can't remember what. I'll have to ask my brother-in-law what fish that was.
Red snapper, very tasty.
Yeah, that's my brother-in-law and my nephew. And they had grilled it. It wasn't too cold on Christmas Eve, which was good. So it wasn't too bad. Yep. What the heck? I gotta ask them what fish. So they cooked 2 halves of the fish and they put lemon and all kinds of spices between it. It came out to be pretty darn good. Yep. But as you can see, lots of food. Poor oysters. Yep. And then Courtney says, "Searing tuna. I miss good food so much. I'm going to that restaurant last week. Was the first decent meal I've had in so long. It's kind of pathetic." LOL. Well, I'm glad you had a good meal, Courtney. Looks like an alien. Well, you never know, right? Yeah. Never know what's going to pop out if you eat too much of this stuff. Yep. That's tough to cook too, because with the oil, when that catches, you don't want to burn your oysters, right? Yep. What percentage of your life is cooking? Well, we all split this up, so not too much. But this is the big. I do a lot of cooking, but yeah, this is like the grand poobah the whole year. Like this is the big meal that I always look forward to. So this is the big one here. Yep. So big deal in an Italian family is the Christmas Eve dinner with all the fishes. Yep. And you get the whole family together too. So yep. And I got to do this for the eatery segment too, right? So. So there are the oysters, and this is a whole pot of garlic here we have ready to go if anyone needs garlic to cook with. There's that tray of oysters. Yeah, that was damn good. Yep. There's the caviar and the ice cream cones. Yep. And there's some deep fried shrimp. Good stuff there. Yeah, I'm doing some calamari. Next year, I got to do just the flour. I had some panko breadcrumbs, but didn't really stick that well to the calamari. So there's the smelts going in. Smelts came out really good. Yep. The calamari didn't stick. The breading didn't stick that well. There's the shrimps. And there's more. So we got 2 deep fryers going. Yep. The red one looked like something I saw in a movie. Maybe The Offspring and The Fly. And those are bottom feeders, as Globby would say. Yeah. It does look like something out of Alien, yet, but it tasted damn good, I gotta say. Good stuff. Yep. There's some smelts. Smelts are really good. Yep. I'm guessing Tom has never had smelts, but yeah. And then we also did a clam pasta with white clam sauce. So we had 2 batches of pasta. And then here's some fried shrimp. Not deep, well, sauteed, I guess you'd say. There's the shrimp going. So it's kind of hectic too. We had, you're trying to cook everything in the kitchen and get everything out and put stuff in warming drawers. You don't want anything get sent back to the kitchen. I'll just skip through that, but yeah. So just frying the shrimps. There's the pasta with clam sauce, which was excellent. And then this was a cod that was done in the oven, nicely black in there, so it had a good flavor. Yep. There's the outdoor cooking gang. We keep them in the backyard. I don't want to let those people in here. Yep. So that was the shrimp that was ready to cook on the grill. So there's a lot of prep, and cook time is it's not that long, but it's a lot of work. Yeah. I love scallops. Yep, scallops are good. Yeah. Oh, and Godzilla says try crushing the panko before using it. Do that. So, good tip. Yeah, because it's just too big for the calamari. It was just, but you like that texture it adds. So that's a good tip. Thank you for that. I'll try that maybe. Yep. Because just the flour is not great either. So this is all the stuff done. Oh, we had crab cakes, which were phenomenal. So we had the pasta, the sauce, and then we did a batch with put calamari in the sauce.
Can't tell you're Italian or nothing.
Nothing, right? Yeah. scallops, shrimp. Right?
We got the spaghetti.
Got
We
the
got the
spaghetti.
calamari.
Yep. we got grilled shrimp, we got grilled scallops, fried shrimp. So multiple ways of cooking them. Yep, yep. And then we got the eel. So that was the other fish there. Then there was the fried calamari, the fried shrimp, the smelts, and then here's the eel, star of the show. My favorite. Tom, if Tom was over, he'd probably just kept eating all the eel. Yep.
Scrimps. No.
The scrimps.
Those scrimps.
Yep. Oh, these are good. Yep. Deep fried shrimp. Can't go wrong. Yep. My calamari wasn't that good this year, I gotta admit. So gotta do a better batch. I think the temperature was too cold. I think I gotta crank the temperature, and yeah, those crab cakes were good. Yep. Oh, those are good. Still one left. We're fighting over it. Yep.
The cod, I'd probably eat a little of that. Like I like whitefish.
Whitefish,
I'm not a
yeah.
big fan of redfish or
Yeah.
sweet seafood.
Yep. Yeah, the cod was a big hit, actually. Yep. So there's my plate, and I couldn't even finish the damn thing. So, yeah, JT Kirk says, looks great, and my throat is closing. Yeah, it was, it was just, I couldn't finish it, so I've been trying to eat less. So I ate half. You know, your eyes are bigger than your stomach, so, and you want to have everything on your plate, so. Crab cake, fried calamari, regular calamari, the cod. And the pot, there's pasta under there, believe it or not. So, and some of the garlic sauce, yep. So that's the leftovers that went back. So, my mom makes seafood salad too for appetizers. So there was the seafood salad. Oh, and I actually had my regular camera. I haven't even downloaded those pictures yet. So I had some more food pictures too of my good camera. But yeah, that's all the stuff that was left over and given out to people to take back. But you don't want to have too little food too, so that's the problem. So God forbid you run out of food. But yeah, we we were not in danger of that. And my mom always, you cook too much food. You cook too much food. Yep, that's the idea. Yep. So. That was a lot of fun. And then there's some desserts.
That almost seems quaint in comparison.
Yeah, right. I think this is Christmas Day desserts. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. I'm switching. Oh, did I get any pictures of our dessert that night? We just had a couple of simple desserts too. Yep. So gingerbread house. Yep. And Stunt Brat sent me this cool Millennium Falcon gingerbread house, which I have to show. But yeah, that was the big, huge Christmas Eve dinner. So I hope you're all sufficiently hungry. But if you don't like seafood, maybe you're not hungry now. So yeah. And RJ Godzilla says, I'm allergic to seafood, shellfish. So just looking at all this could kill me. I hope not, buddy. But yeah. So Tom, what's your traditional, like if you had a family growing up, what would you do, like turkey or ham or?
Yeah, usually turkey, ham. My parents in the last few dozen years have been like, they have like these certain appetizers and stuff they do now that like it went from more of like, I mean, although my mom will make a ham and stuff, but like,
yeah.
It was gone from like more of an appetizer thing, so like Swedish meatballs and stuffed mushrooms, and similar to what you're doing there, like a variety of things, chicken wings, stuff like that.
Yeah. So that's the big, yeah. Like, yeah, I think most people were like, yeah, I would say like turkey, ham, those are like standard, go-tos for Christmas. Yep. So let me show some of the presents that I got. Well, just a couple things here. Let's start down at the bottom here. This should be fun. Let me share this tab now. Let me pull this up. So I hope Santa was good to you, Tom. But I got the new Atari. Take care, Oliver. Good night. Yep. Have a great week. Happy New Year. I I got the new Atari. It's been about out.
All
about
I got
about
was Pong.
All you got was Pong. Yep. So I forgot I owned this game. So Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I dug up my box of 2600 cartridges, where I haven't played probably in a couple of years. I actually have a ColecoVision, was my friend Brian's, and through that it had the emulator. Of course, they'd get sued up the wazoo these days, but they had an emulator that you could stick into the ColecoVision and play Atari games. Today that wouldn't fly. But so this is the new Atari.
Actually, didn't they get in trouble for that back in the day?
I think they did, but I think
they had quit selling it or something like that.
They had to stop selling it, but they didn't get sued or something like that. But if you think about it, the ColecoVision, let me look into it. Yeah, ColecoVision Atari adapter. Like today, you'd get, oh my God, that would be major.
Like imagine if somebody
converter.
did that to Nintendo, Nintendo would freak the F out. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see if I can find what they call it, the converter or the. Yeah, here it is. I'll share. Here I have this tab here. Yep.
I just remember that dude. I can't remember his name, but the dude who did the ColecoVision commercials.
Yeah, so the expansion module number 1. So that's the ColecoVision. You could plug your freaking Atari games right. Yeah, so this would go in the front here, and then you'd plug your Atari cartridges into that, and you could play them on the ColecoVision. So it's like getting it's the best of both worlds, because you'd have.
See, it says right there. Yeah, they got into court, and then eventually they just licensed the tech. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So they.
Well, in ColecoVision, didn't they have an inside track? Because wasn't it Sears? I think it was that did a
Sears
deal with them.
Sears had a ton of Sears had their own Atari too that they rebranded.
Or is that what I was thinking of? Maybe, yeah, one of the two. I was going to say.
But Sears was like, they had their console, but it was just an Atari with their name slapped on it. Yep.
But yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking. It was like that's kind of what helped Atari get the inside track, was that deal.
Yeah. But it was a big deal when that you could.
Yeah, those catalogs when they would come out back in the day, the Sears and J.C. Penney and all that kind of stuff. I mean, they were big deals. Yeah.
Oh, Courtney just popped in and out, so hopefully Courtney will be. I saw her pop in, but yeah, so it was this really big deal, because then you had two consoles at the same time. Yep. And the dead man with a $2 super set says, like a poor marksman, you keep missing the target. Well, that means we've got to play some cool clips here.
Stay on target.
Stay on target. Yep. Let's see. Let's go to my Star Wars. It's going to mess us up, but let's play some Star Wars stuff. Yep.
It's a trap! It's a trap!
I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
So then it's not wise to upset a Wookiee.
Sorry, Tom. Yeah, I kept playing Club
I was just
Jet.
joking.
You're joking.
And then I altered it further. And then I did it again. And again.
Again, yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Courtney.
Do you know what
Merry
he
Christmas.
said? He said this deal keeps getting worse all the time.
How good was Robot Chicken? I mean, God, I love Robot Chicken. Yeah.
Was that on Robot Chicken? I was just.
That was on Robot Chicken. No,
was it? I don't know.
Yeah, basically, yeah. They keep
I remember he
changing
did the thing
deal.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I could just see Vader doing it.
Yeah. So Courtney, how's it going?
It is going. I just got back to my laptop, so it took me a while to try and set it up, but I kept mistyping everything.
It is kind of different not hearing you on the phone.
Is it? Can you hear my lisp? Can you hear like how weird I talk?
Not like that so much. It's just like it's just you don't sound like you're on a phone.
Yeah,
right?
No, I'm usually on the phone. But it's funny, I kept mistyping things from my phone in the chat, and then I logged in before, and I had to log right out because I realized I spelled my name wrong on the keyboard because I didn't have my glasses on. Only me.
Well, that's okay. We know who you are, right? Yep.
Well, I had
All
to
good.
change it. I popped out so I could change it because I was like, that's embarrassing if he pulls me right up.
Oh, spelling is hard.
I put the N before the T. So, you know. He's like,
oh,
corn
good.
tea.
Corn tea. That could be a new name.
Yeah.
JT says, YouTube reviewed a super rare GDR 80s console for $1K. All it did was play Pong and those derivative games. Very interesting. It costs half a month's salary back then. Yep. What's it called? GDR? I've never heard of that. Super GDR? Some obscure video game. Let's see. Super GDR video game. Let's see.
Thank you, JT.
I'm not sure which what that is, but East German game console? Is it?
GDR
Interesting.
East Germany, he said.
East German, okay. East German. Tom's Hardware did it, yeah. Bought for $1,000 at auction. Oh, there we go. Here, let me put this link in the chat. I thought they didn't play games in those communist countries. Yep. There we go. Interesting. I'll have to read that. I'll read that later. So yeah, so I got this is the Atari. So the crazy thing is this is a little Atari. So it's should have taken a picture next to my big Atari. Just put it back in the basement. But it's like half the size of the regular Atari. But who cares? Size is not everything. But then I've got this hooked up to like one of my portable LCD screens here.
Is it how does it differentiate like the regular Nintendo and the mini one?
Well, this is Atari came out with this last year, and I finally got it after 2 years on my Christmas list. So it's
Is it small as that mini Nintendo though that they came out with?
No, no, because this will actually play the original cartridges. So a lot of these mini games you'll see
I gotcha.
are
Yeah.
just like
so it's
the games
like
are all
that
embedded.
Sega one.
Yeah, the mini Nintendo had them all programmed in there, I think.
Yeah, but the second one had one where you could actually play it with the games, the actual cartridges.
Oh,
Yeah.
You had them. Now, does this have any built-in games with it?
They give you one cartridge that does 10 games, and then you have to do the dip switches. But there's no... The only thing that's updated about this... Well, first of all, it's an emulator, so some people are complaining about that, where it's actually not the original Atari hardware. It's running an emulator that they can update, and it connects through Wi-Fi to the interweb, so it can actually connect and to the internet, I guess, and or I guess you can connect to your computer and download an update and update the firmware, I should say. But it's
it says a new old Atari.
yeah, basically a new old Atari with no creature comforts other than HDMI. I'll say, right? Yep. So and hail to Davina. Yep. And my old Atari is not working anymore, which is sad. So I kept it in pretty good shape. But yeah, just don't know. Yeah. Who cares? Performance is never a problem playing Atari games. That's for sure. So it's got the classic on-off color being black and white, game select and game reset. The only thing they did by shrinking the console, they have the player difficulty A and B are on the back here, and there's a switch you can go between widescreen or 4x3. You should never play them stretched out. It's and hail to Sasha, who says, I sensed old tech being discussed. Yep. Right? Yeah, Atari games were I think the consoles were 16K. I think. And then they came up with like page switching so they could do have more memory in the consoles, but it was 16K in these consoles. So I have a bunch of old Atari games. Did I take a picture of the games? I should have taken a picture of all my games, but I was playing Choplifter and Demon Attack is one of my favorite games, and of course Super Challenge Baseball. But that you need 2 players for that. But I should have taken a picture of all my Pitfall, of course, classic. But that was a lot of fun to play and set up. And I finally got my joysticks working. I have some slick sticks from back in the 80s, and I had to take them apart and fix them and get them to work again. Let's see. I got Beetle socks here. So the emulator should be able to copy the game. Maybe, well, yeah, this is sold by Atari, so it's just they're running an emulator with the hardware to run the Atari game. So it'll run. So it basically does what the old Atari does, but it takes a long time to load the game, or to boot up. So it's actually booting as an emulator. I don't know what the specific hardware is in there, but of course, yeah, it doesn't take much to run them. Yep. So this was our joke gift for White Elephant gift. So I got the Sour Patch Kids. I got the Sour Patch.
Are they larger than normal, or is that just a large bag of them?
It's a joke gift, so it's a pillow, and it had the Sour Patch Kids in there. But then our gift buy-in was $50, so it was at Five Below, maybe. I don't know where they got
Five Below.
I'm guessing it was Five Below.
Five Below is the best too. Do you know they?
Yeah, Five Below is good. Yeah.
Five Below was right near my high school, like the first one ever when I was in high school. Yeah, we loved that place.
Very cool. Yep. So, but there was $40.
Below.
There was $40 in here. So, like everyone was like, then my niece they had one that was what the heck was the other one? Was Pop-Tarts, and like she didn't see the money, so everyone like we got ripped off, and then there was $40 in there, so we're okay. There's Mochi with my.
The White Elephant is for you. I remember we used to do
was
that
$50
for like $10 at the school.
It was $50, but I guess the pillow was 10. So it was a fun joke though, because then you're like, "Where's my money? I got ripped off." Yep. So there's Mochi with the Atari. Yep. Oh, I took some pictures of the Atari. Yeah. So that's the original Atari joystick. They redid it. Yeah, yeah.
That brings back. I haven't seen one of them in forever.
Yeah, Mark's gonna set up an arcade in the apocalypse. Yep, yep.
I'll be there.
At least and Lady V really love the mention of Slick Sticks back on Friday, but that's what the joystick was called. It was a joystick called the Slick Stick, by Suncom, and it was considered the Atari the best joystick on the Atari. Yep. So
just any joystick brings me back. You know what I mean? Like seeing a joystick is like.
Yeah. But this is what comes on the game. So there's dip switches on the back. So it's kind of a pain to switch between them. But here's you have Adventure, the classic D&D game. Combat, the tank game. Dodge 'em, which is a car game, not very good. I think that was with the paddles. Dodge 'em with the paddles? I can't remember. Haunted House, Maze Craze, Missile Command is a great one. Video Pinball. Surround, Real Sports, Volleyball, and Yar's Revenge is probably the best game on here. But that's the memory storage is so small, so they can fit everything on here. But I didn't try the pinball or the volleyball yet. I'll have to try that. Haunted House, I don't remember those yet. I played some Missile Command yet. I got this. Oh, I got to open this. So these are really cute. The Funko Pops, so Bitty Pops.
Oh, the little Batman, ones are so cute.
Catwoman, and a mystery pop. I don't know who the mystery pop is. I'll have to open that. Check that. Oh, and display shelf.
Small.
Oh, those are the little ones?
The little ones, yeah. Mini ones, yep. They're kind of cute, yeah.
I have too many for my room, so I wish they made them all small, and then I could have more.
Many Funko Pops.
But I like this because it's like a mini pop, so then it's, not going to take up. And there's something cute about that size where it's... really, because they're pops, so that yep. And these are my, of course, my Galileo 7 shuttlecraft slippers that I wear on Christmas or Easter. Yep.
What are they? I can't tell what they are.
That's the Galileo 7 from Star Trek.
Oh, they're okay. Sorry. I did not know what I was looking at. It looked like a jump rope or something. I was like,
yeah, that's. And I kept tripping on these MFers because the nacelles are sticking out, and I kept hitting things with. You don't realize how wide your feet are with these effers on, so I kept.
That's so funny.
I kept hitting stuff. Yep. I kept tripping around. Yep. Clobby love Funkos. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and Brian. Hey, Brian. Yep. So he says, yeah, you can use 7800 games on the Atari too. Yeah, we went to try to buy some 7800 games on Fleabay, and the price has gone up, and they didn't sell as well initially on the 70, but they're much better graphics. I want to grab Dig Dug and a few Choplifter, a few of those 7800 games. The Pac-Man is really good on that, so I got to pick that up. Oh, I got Know It to Throw It movie trivia game. It's just a card game, but it has this cool popcorn
bring
squishy.
That out sometime and ask questions from that to the chat. See if anyone...
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Right
Tom
now.
will get everyone right.
Tom will know them all.
I'll give everybody like a 10-second handicap.
All right.
It was funny. Another YouTuber the other day was he was saying lines from like 80s movies and seeing who could get them the quickest. That was fun. The chat was going nuts.
That is a fun thing.
And he started off with, "We're gonna need a bigger boat." I was like, "John,
that's easy."
That's too easy.
I know.
Right?
He started easy.
Yeah.
And JT
just when I get out, they pull me back in.
So let me find this joystick from Atari. The Slick Stick Atari joystick. Yep. There we go. So let me see. Let me show this. Let's see. Can I find it? It's not on eBay. Let's see here. So these are the joysticks that we're all making fun of on on Friday Night Fortnite. Yeah. But this is just the best joystick. So it's got really short throw. It doesn't have that. The way the Atari joystick works, there's buttons on internally that are activated. So as you push your joystick, it'll push two buttons, say to go left. But this just has a mechanical ball in the middle. Let's see if we got a picture of the thing opened up. But we're joking about the name, the slick stick, but it's just the best joysticks. Oh, here we go. So here's the inside of it. So you've got these contacts here in the middle, and so it's a very short. So the ground is the joystick here, the ball. So it'll contact the leads here, and really fast, really quick. So and that's actually the center of the joystick is actually a TR14 tire valve stem, which is hysterical. So if you break your slick stick, you can actually replace it with the tire stem valve, which is really cool. So that works. That works, which is hysterical. But if you ever break your slick stick, you can fix it with that. Yeah. But it was smart, just to use an existing part. Yep. So, Jill here, awesome. The only person who hated Funkos more than I do is Clavy. Okay, and I got this cool tumbler for my nieces. Yep. So, so you can. It's got a speaker in there, so I can listen to Midnight's Edge radio, Mead radio, when I'm camping. Yep. Andrew, you've got a drink in there. I gotta open that up to see what is it. Is the tumbler attached to it, or is it separate? Now this is my big thing that I got. Literally. Let's see to share the.
I was trying to do the sound. Doesn't work.
Too much crowd noise in the background.
Oh my God!
So
You look so short.
Yeah, he's 7.5 feet tall. No wonder Wookiees can.
Be that. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, crazy how big this thing is. So.
You really Tom Cruise's height, Mark?
No, I used to be almost 6 feet tall at one point.
That's like me saying I used to be 5'8". I get it. I'm 5'6.25" now.
And I hope you had a great holiday, Jill. Yep. But that's how big that mother effer is. I mean, I guess if you Wookiees are scary. I mean, in real life, it'll rip your arms right out of your sockets. And Brian, how was your wife with that? Oh, she was so happy that I got this. She said, "I can't wait to put this in our bedroom if we have high enough ceilings for him."
Well, it could be like it would scare off attackers.
That's for sure. So I got to go take him down this week.
Near the door.
But
you can take it down. You're not allowed to keep it year round.
Keep it year round, yeah. Well, I'm gonna pull them out for Halloween, I guess. But see, I went to Home Depot. I wanted to get the Goofy this year, and the Goofy sold out. And I had a Goofy in my hands. I didn't buy it, the Goofy from Home Depot. And I was in Home Depot. You know, you go at the end of the season, and you go to buy. I always go buy like light sets or whatever. You get them for $1, you know, on sale. Yep. And
I don't know why these are making me laugh so much because you look so tiny.
Yeah, he's freaking huge. This thing is huge. Yeah.
The way he moves is like kind
I gotta
of
make a bowcast.
too. It's crazy.
Yeah, he walks.
head
He
in the
doesn't
middle.
walk. He moves and he talks. Yeah, but he's freaking. He's huge.
Yeah, that thing's awesome.
So yeah, my mom's Christmas tree is like 4 feet tall or 5 feet tall. So he's even taller over the Christmas tree. But so I went into Home Depot and he was on sale for like, you know, half price or like $150 or was it $160? I'm like, I wasn't gonna buy it. I'm like, oh shit. And Chewbacca's my favorite character from Star Wars, so I was like, oh, I got to do it. But yeah, it's really well done because it's pretty light. I mean, it's just like an external frame, and the torso is where all the business happens, and everything else is just a pretty. It's just like I think I have pictures of putting it together. There's my brother on a chair next to him. It's like that's how tall.
Even on the chair, he looks so tiny. Like his
He looks tiny. Yeah. It's like
I love that thing. I want one. I have no room for that thing.
Yeah. Chewie looks a little sauced. Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
But it's not that heavy. You were saying it's pretty light.
No, I think I have picture. I think I put the pictures in this album. Jill says, "Whoa!" But yeah, look at the height of the tree next to. My mom was not happy, and then when she saw how happy I was, that I liked, that I had fun with Chewie, that that she's like, all right, yeah. Well, she wasn't too happy with it. Yeah. But, you bought that, yeah. But it wasn't too tough to set up. But yeah, here's his legs. Like it's just these poles here, so it's not it's not like he's got big legs.
Look not tough automatically. Now he's not tough
Right?
anymore with those legs.
Yeah, and here's the torso, and it's basically like the the costume. You know, it's just the skin that you're pulling up. There's the feet next to Chewie's feet. Yeah, I feel wholly inadequate here. Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny.
Dog is my Santa instead of my dog is my co-pilot, says RJ. Yep. And Jill likes it. Yeah, she said, that's amazing. Yep. So your Chewie is sad since no business happens below the torso. Don't tell anyone. Yep. I guess you better let Chewie win after all. Yep. And we got a super chat from the Dead Man. Says, Tom, watched Beatles Anthology 4 and felt like a rehash and maybe some more Lennon. Very disappointing thoughts. Well, thank you for that super chat.
Yeah, it wasn't as cool as I was hoping it would be.
It wasn't?
But
I haven't watched it yet either.
It's just an extra episode. Kind of we have seen a lot of it already, so yeah, it was kind of like retread ground.
Kind of disappointing, the new.
Kind of.
Well, there's just so much Beatles stuff.
Well, the only thing the new episode is basically it covers the original anthology period where they were putting together Free as a Bird, Real Love.
Okay.
And a little bit of Now and Then, but so yeah,
there's a little bit.
Just,
it's it's a new episode. Yeah, I gotta watch that, but it's a new episode, but not much added to that.
It's a lot of it we've seen, back when they were originally doing it. I mean, yeah, there's a few nuggets and a few other things here and there, and you see them struggling a little bit through it and such, but. I mean, overall, yeah, you would have expected a little bit more, I guess. They could have dug up some other cool shit or something. I don't know.
Some stuff we hadn't seen before, right?
Yeah.
So it's not enough new going there, I guess, right? I mean, for diehard Beatle nuts like me, we'd probably watch and enjoy it.
You'll probably enjoy it, yeah. And it's cool to finally see the anthology in HD, so...
Yeah, an anthology is wonderful. So do they have on Disney Minus? They have the whole anthology, or
yeah, it's the whole full version, not the cut version. Yeah.
So you can watch everything on Disney now.
Yep.
if you want to.
However many parts it is now, but yeah. I think it's 8 parts altogether.
So that's cool too, then, right? Yeah, you get to watch.
I can't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, so you get to watch. You get to watch that, which is nice. Yep, and you have it all, and it sounds good. I have to say, the Disney streaming, the quality is pretty good. So that's nice. But yeah, not a lot of anything new that's added in the
No,
Disney,
just the new episode. Otherwise, it's been rescanned and upconverted.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't watched Anthology, it's definitely worth watching it. Even if you're a Beatles light fan, I'd say it's definitely something pretty darn good to watch. I mean, it's illuminating how much detail they go into and how much you learn about the group. I love, it's a great documentary. I think I'm a biased Beatles fan, but yeah, it's pretty damn good. So. But thank you very much for that super chat, Dead Man. And let's play here. We got to play a couple of clips for that too. Let's see.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
Would you like some toast? Some nice hot crisp brown buttered toast.
It's because a droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets when they lose.
Yep, definitely don't mess with the Wookiee. I can seeing how big he is, yeah. So yeah, there's his feet. I just took a bunch of pictures trying to put them together. This was after Christmas Eve dinner too, so I'm pretty tired, yeah. But it wasn't too bad to put together, yeah. Shack-sized feet, yep. Hope you're not on Chewie's naughty list. Yep.
Yeah, Chewie would mess you up.
Pretty easily. Yeah. So there's the business end of Chewie. That's the torso. And he all fits into that box. It's not too bad. Hopefully I can get him back into the box to store him.
And then do you have to put the hair? Is there like an outfit or something to dress?
Well, yeah, it's like an outfit that you pull up. Yep. So
did you try the hair on?
Well, no, it's just I would fit into it.
Would. I would totally try that on and try and be Chewy.
So here's how what you do: you put the frame together, and then you put the suit, the Chewy suit over it, and then you pull them up over the suit. So this goes on here, and then you put that section on. So it's not that bad to put, together. So, I'm going back. I'm going backwards here. I guess back as I'm taking pictures of everything. Yeah. So 7.5 tall, animated Chewbacca. Yep. Yes, Klobby did love those. He did love those toast, and that was Professor R2 would put those up. Yep. Those clip ups, and then I got, of course, the classic Stiga ice hockey, my favorite game. Yeah.
Nice.
Love that game. So that's
air hockey.
Well, it's not air hockey. It's the dudes on the table. Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yep. Oh, that was my clip of Chewie in Home Depot, and there's the box back there. The last Chewie. So I couldn't resist. I had no willpower. Couldn't stop.
It was on sale, you said?
Yeah, everything was on clearance. And I think they charged me full price for a set of lights that I got. So it was $350 originally.
Oh, okay. So you
got
a
something
good
like that. Oh yeah, it was
worth
a good deal,
waiting then.
It was worth waiting. Yep. Yeah, there's the price on there. Yep, or $175, I think it was, from $350. Yep.
Still, that thing's huge. Yeah. I just heard a chewing noise.
Yeah.
I was trying to do that earlier, but I did not pull it off.
Right? Who doesn't love a sentient toaster who knows its purpose and seeks to fulfill it? Yeah. Right? Yeah, so this is the Stiga game. I didn't take a picture of it all put together, but you put the guys are on the table, and then
it's like foosball, like with the things on the side.
Yeah. Yep. So put your chew in a box. In a box, babe. Yep. So those were some of the Christmas
Stop
presents.
Stroking your Wookiee.
Right? So I did promise Stunt Brad I would show the gingerbread house. So let me grab the gingerbread house, and I shall be right back. You guys can hold the fort for 30 seconds.
Tom, I just realized that wasn't that was their head popping out of the avatar. That's kind of funny. Is Stump chat? I don't see her. Hello.
So how was your Christmas?
My Christmas was very uneventful. I stayed home. And I didn't have my dog this year, so it was kind of lonely, actually. I've gotten used to having, like, Christmas by myself, but I usually have my doggo with me, so. It was all right, though.
Where was the doggo?
Up with my ex. I thought it was going to be snowy that week, so I brought him back earlier, and then there was no snow at all. We had, like, the warmest Christmas in history, I think. How was yours?
Not too bad. Similar. Just stayed at home mostly. I went to my folks for dinner, and that was about it.
Nice. What do you guys usually make? Like, what kind of meat for Christmas?
Well, like I was telling Mark earlier, my mom just made a ham, and otherwise she mostly does, like, my parents do, like, this appetizer thing where it's like, Swedish meatballs and stuffed mushrooms and stuff like that. But they didn't really even do that. They just did basic straight ham dinner this year. Oh, look at that.
Sound really good. Ooh, that's cool.
So Stunt Brad sent me this. Yeah, so it's
house.
That's perfect. So it's a gingerbread. I think I'm going to save it for next year because, we make it usually at Thanksgiving. Let's say I can't see
That is so cool.
So we usually do them at Thanksgiving and then leave them up through Christmas. So I might save this for next. You never eat the gingerbread house. So. But Stunt Brad
cool.
sent this. So thank you to Stunt. I promised her I would show this. So I don't know if she's going to watch this on the rewind or I don't see her in the chat, but thank you. And she gave me a couple of. The Star Wars hat. Oh, I got to grab that to show that too. Yep. So this is a lot of fun.
Together.
This is really cute. Yep. Let me get
that's
that
cool.
Star
I've never
Wars hat.
seen that before.
Yep. Let me grab my Star Wars hat. I left it on the table. I think. Yeah. Where did that go? Let's see.
You don't know the power of M&Ms.
Oh, I do. I do. They're delicious. JT Kirk, that's funny. See what Mark says when he gets back. JT says, question for Disney. Why is Darth Vader on the box for the Millennium Falcon? You hear Mark laughing in the background.
Yeah, I guess because he's so popular, Darth, right?
It's funny.
Yeah, why is he? Well, because he's chasing the Millennium Falcon, right? He's trying to take him out, right? Yeah, Darth is always chasing the Falcon. Yeah, it should.
Oh, that's funny.
Just like the. But you're right, though. It should be the Star Wars gang. The gang there. But I guess they. So.
I didn't even notice that huge Darth Vader on the back. Go figure.
And then this cool Star Wars Santa hat.
Oh, how cute. That's awesome.
Very cute. Very cute present. Yeah. Yep. So that works. Yep. That's cool. I should be wearing that now. And a couple of elves. So I got these cute elves on a shelf.
Aww.
The Stunt Brad did a nice job spoiling me. And then I also got who doesn't love Spider-Man and his amazing friends, right?
Nice.
Got this
is that a puzzle or is it a?
Action figures set. Yeah. This has been sold out for a while, so I think my wife actually paid a lot for this one. Sometimes you can get it on eBay, but this one had sold out. So, yep.
Very cool.
Yeah. I find your lack of cheer disturbing. Yeah. So this was, I've been wanting to get this for a long time because I love Spider-Man and his amazing friends. My friend Harold sent me this awesome calendar, Mighty Marvel calendar, which I can use in a few days here. So got some great classic pictures. It's perfect for the 250th. So let's see if I open. Is it too tough to open up here? Let's see. Is it all? But this is a really good, nice present. Yep. Reissued the 1976 classic. Yep. So yeah, the Hulk there.
Neat.
Yep. So here's all the different years. Yep. But just to read this is you got Stan Lee's blurb there, and then let's see, who do we have? Oh, that's the year at the glance. Year at the glance. Yep. Cap, Namor.
Where are you going to put it? I don't see much room.
I don't know. Yeah, there isn't much room here. I was thinking behind my door, but I got to take down another poster that I have there. You got Black Panther as George Washington. Yeah. Where's the thing here? Let's see. We got Conan.
Nice.
There's Steve, a.k.a. the Mighty Thor. Spider-Man fighting in the Revolutionary War. Of course, Captain America's July. There we go. August is FF. September, we got the Defenders there, it looks like. Or the Champions. Ooh, October. Man Thing. And of course, the months have some really cool pictures.
I was just
there,
trying to look at that, like down below.
I'm going fast.
You can't really
but
write
yeah.
on it, right? It's just.
Yeah, you wouldn't write on
Never
it.
went.
You could, but yeah. November's the Surfer, but like. Birthday greetings, Jim Steranko. Nick Fury says you're a gold brick, on the 5th. Look how young Jim Steranko looks there, my God. He's an old guy who met him, but he's an awesome dude. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, December, George Washington. Scarlet Witch is melting the ice. Yep. Yep. Who the heck is Capricorn? I don't know who that is. Yep. So, yeah, this was a classic. Thank you to my buddy Harold. Classic gift there. And another cool thing I got. Tom will like this. Check out this corgi.
In the town where I was born.
So, they're reissuing the corgis. So, the classic Yellow Submarine. I loved watching this with my dad. This is love this movie. What a weird freaking drug-induced tale. My dad was so straight-laced,
Right.
but so you can get corgis. If you just Google corgis, there's a corgi club, so you get a new corgi every month. And so I got that, and I also got. Let's show the corgis. So of course, gotta have a bat boat to go with your Batmobile, right? So. Bat boat and trailer. Every kid loved that in the 60s, yep. So really wild. And then I got this amazing Christmas ornament. So this is Wayne Manor. So this was actually sold, then brought back because there was a recall on it. It wasn't working. And then they reissued it this year. So if you go to Hallmark.com, I don't know if this one is sold out again, but this one sold out really quickly, then was brought back. Let's see here.
Mark's going to need to buy another house for all of his.
You're going to
toys.
buy another house for all this stuff. Yep. So let's get this out. Yep. So this is, I've wanted this for a long time. So there's the unboxing there. Yep.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. That's a big ornament.
Yeah, they're almost not even ornaments. Like you just leave them out. Now, this one is cool because it uses just 3 AA batteries. Let me get the batteries in here. The newer ones they make you use the Hallmark power cord, which is basically a 5-volt, like a USB cord, but it's a special cord.
They're being like
So-
Apple, huh?
Yeah. Oh, these are AAA. Oh, I got the wrong batteries. Anyway, all right. Well, I thought it was AAA's or double A's. So, but anyway, you push the button. Oh, I'll get the right batteries. Hold on, I'll be right back.
You have to put that like next to your like the manger and stuff like that. It's like big.
Yeah, let me grab the right batteries. I'll be right back. Sorry about that.
JT Kirk,
Grab
do you have
those,
your bat boating license? Do you have a bat boating license, Tom?
Of course I do.
Right. So I asked, oh, jeez. Your bat, Tom. You should.
Shh.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that.
Don't tell.
Everyone pretend you didn't hear that.
Yeah.
So the stuffed mushrooms sounded delicious. And
Yeah, my mom usually makes them, but she didn't this last year here. Or this year. But yeah, it's usually like lobster and stuffing. I can't remember what else she puts in it, but yeah.
I like anything with mushrooms. That's like it. Like I get mushroom pizza. Like I don't know. I'm just a big mushroom person.
Yeah, I like them. Oh shit. What time is it?
Sorry about that,
There
guys.
he is.
You should be.
So, let's see. You push the button here. Which button do
I
I
was going to
push?
say, what's happening?
So the door. You push the button.
Oh, neat. What? Okay, that's cool.
All right.
That is super cool.
I don't know how this classifies as a Christmas ornament. It's more like a diorama with
It is.
there's a little very small little loop on the end, so you could hang that up. But yeah, kind of ridiculous, but it's just really cool. So this is like something that can just live on your shelf all year. Could you hang this MFer from a tree?
I don't. I think
It's
it
so heavy. It's like
Oh, it is heavy too. It's not just big.
it's really
Hi,
heavy. So.
go for it. Gaming, I think, or painting. Go for painting.
Hey, go for a painting. Yep. Like I have I was showing the Falcon one. Like it's a diorama. It's like they're awesome, but and this one's not battery powered, unfortunately, so you have to hook it up to a USB, or the power cord. But they're dioramas.
They're fancy dioramas. I remember making them in like shoe boxes.
Yeah. No, they're really cool, but yeah, it's not something that realistically you can put on a tree. You know, as much as your freaking tree would like it would fall off. I mean, you'd kill your tree. But great to have you here. Go for a
the
pin.
head, like fall and knock someone out.
Yeah, it's just too damn
cat.
heavy. Yeah, too heavy. So let me put this box back together so I don't lose everything. Oh, there we go. Put it back in the box. Yep.
My friend, speaking of just like gifts or whatever, my friend sent me a picture. Target has Lego. It's the Love Park sign from Philly. I thought that was very cool. Totally unrelated to superheroes, but I thought that was kind of neat.
Yep. So we're about to hit the 4-hour market, so I think it's probably time to get out of here. But I always do this at the end. I can never end a show, but real quick, I've been watching Tulsa King. Tom is laughing. Yeah, he's going to kill me. But Tulsa King is that's my New Year's motto. I promise only 30 seconds, but Tulsa King has been thumbs up. I'll leave it at that. I've been enjoying that more than season 2 of Landman. I think Tulsa King has been kicking ass. Season 2 of Landman.
Season 2 of Landman's good, but it's been kind of stuck in this like feels like there's some filler going on here a little bit.
Yep.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I just watched the new Landman episode tonight. Yeah, it's way too much filler, and the characters are getting annoying. It's like my wife is asking me, "Are you enjoying this?" I'm like, "Well, the characters are fun to watch as they're like the daughter and the mom are train wrecks, and it's like they're interesting just to watch on TV." But yeah, nothing's happening. As JT Kirk says, stuck in limbo. Too much relationships. Gets back to the drilling and the action. There hasn't been enough action in the show, so we'll see what happens this second part. But it's okay, but it's not as good. But Tulsa King, we just finished season 1, and just Sly got arrested in the beginning of season 2. His one-time squeeze turned him into the government. So, but he's such a good actor, Stallone. He's just what a presence. So, if you haven't watched Tulsa King, check it out, and you can.
Stallone's
And
in it?
Plurib. Yeah, he's the lead character. Yep, and
Ooh,
and
I
yeah, he's
may
really
be
good.
watching a show. No, if I watch any show, it has to be the OG Star Wars. Still not
Yep.
into it.
And Pluribus has been very good too. The Pluribus, the season just ended, so they kind of set everything up for the next season. So that's been really good. But let's get out of here and wish everyone a happy New Year. Hope everyone had a great holiday. Let's play our thank you to channel members here. So let me play that video here. And I appreciate everyone who gave a super chat tonight. We'll highlight those as well. So really appreciate everyone who also gave super chats tonight. So we had, let's see, where did that go in the comments here? So we had JT Kirk with $17.01 with his massive, huge super chat. Thank you so much for that. And the Dead Man also had a couple of super chats tonight. Much appreciated. So really thank you to those channel members out there that help keep the lights on. And let's thank all the wow, we had almost 40 people here tonight in the chat, so thank you, Courtney. You're in the chat, of course. Keely Chow, Christian Delorme. Oh, I missed Christian's Christian was in the chat and I missed it. Oh crap. Thank you, Christian. Sorry I missed your chat there. He's a channel supporter. Go for a Painting, Marks 47, Claude Salling, Tiger Stripes, Cowabunga Dude, Jonathan Conroy, Davina Duckworth, Dave C, Mass Grave, Sashi, E-Clay, 70s Rock Fan, Claude Parrish, Cabe Levine, Darcipio, Interview of Jill, Tim, Maddie's Daddy, Deadman, DJ Play Nice, Mr. Tonic Madman, David Jones, Putin's Cat, Void King, RobAltis, DZ Burton, Don Power Ranger, Oliver Belamonte, Brian Hepburn, Metallica Man, Len Rod, Brian Barth, Phantom Outsider, RJ Godzilla, the Stream Elements bot, that doesn't count because you're a bot, you're not real. And JT Kirk is the #1 fan. So thank you. Thank you to Tom for hanging out with us, and fingers crossed everything goes well with your channel. Hope it comes
definitely.
back. Yep. So good luck with that. And thank you, Courtney. And it's good to see you on the computer and not in the. Well, we do like your stuff in the store, but.
I know, but the sound is terrible. I'm aware. I apologize.
Oh, yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. And I got to thank the vertical people too, the skinny people. So the people on the vertical.
I'm going in the
skinny
vertical
people
from now on.
Yeah, Low Key Ellie, Captain 007, Morags. Oh, Keely Chow was in vertical. You were on vertical too. Hazaru, Ryan, Tavari, Claude Parrish was on vertical too, and the Dead Man as well. Yeah, so we had some skinny people too. So thank you for that. And Eclipse says too much chick stuff in Landman, but they are good to look at. You didn't hear me say that, but yeah. What does Mark need with a Starship? Probably a lot of cool stuff, but I can't answer the question. Yep. All right, so we'll see. Tom, I'm sure you'll be streaming tomorrow, right, on Midnight's Edge in the morning.
Morning show, yep.
Morning show is back, and well, I shouldn't say back, but I always think of back as like we're after the holidays, so trying to get back to normal for a short When is New Year's Eve? Is it on? When
Is
do
it
we get
Friday?
the day off? On Wednesday. Well, New Year's Eve is a
Thursday,
Wednesday. Yeah. So
Wait,
so we get
Thursday or
Thursday.
Wednesday?
We get Thursday off. But everyone's taking Friday off too, probably again, right? I'm guessing. So
So
that's
the
a short.
first is Thursday? I don't have a
The
calendar
first is
yet.
Thursday.
I need to get a
Yep.
calendar.
Well, you need to get that. You need to get that Marvel calendar, Courtney. Come on.
Yeah.
So first is Thursday. Yep. So everyone have a happy New Year. No Toxic Tuesday this week, but Nick is doing a fast food show, so I might hop on that for a bit. I think I'll be around too. So for Tuesday night, and yeah, hopefully some shorts during the week, and yeah, we'll catch you the next Geekery. We will be here in 2026, so that'll be the first show of the new year. So see that cliche, yeah. See you in the new year. Yeah, see you in the new year. So thanks again, Tom. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you to everyone in the chat who hung out with us tonight. It was a lot of fun, and have a healthy and safe week. Don't drink too much. Don't eat too much. Yeah. All right.
All you want.
Eat all you want. Your diet starts next year.
A couple more days left.
Right. All right, everyone. Have fun. God bless, and stay safe.
Bye.
Fun storming the castle.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.